much better.
All right,
Good.
we can start. There's something I can do to save my hunger.
Eat food.
He's just eating. No, we just hear a crunch, and he's just eating raw poverty noodles.
Why would DCL need to eat poverty noodles?
I was gonna make some cream of rice, basically grits.
Basically the same thing.
No, that's poverty rice. It's different.
That
Got
is
any
my.
meat to go with it?
No, I'll just eat later.
Oh.
Yeah.
Microwave
Yeah.
this
Just snack it out. I do that plenty.
Heck the police, Bork.
Let's just start.
Welcome back to Carrion Crown, everybody. Jokes about cops being terrible aside, we are back within Ustalov, which, or I promise all of the constabulary is nice. They definitely don't have a giant Burning Man outside that they burn people alive in without a trial. That doesn't happen at all. But it's okay, because this is Fantasyland. Last time, we were in Lepidstadt. And you guys were, had just left, what's her name? Oh, wow.
Dermot.
Judge Dermot's house to go to see the, what is it called? Not executor. Why would I say executor? Barrister. Gustav Cable. Executor is what happens when you're dead.
That's fair. I'm pretty sure whenever I hear the word executor, I think of them as some kind of spesmerian. So you should say executor followed by brother.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there was a chapter with executor in the name.
Almost certainly, because it sounds Latin and fancy.
It also sounds kind of like executor.
Yeah.
I swear to fucking God, I already have to deal with Rim going on a tangent about 40k lore every other minute. Come on.
It's a
It was a word joke. And also an excuse for me
Yeah,
to
it
just
was,
scream
and it
brother.
was-
Also,
It was
look,
a Grand Cruiser.
if you are playing Black Crusade with RAM, get used to it. It's going to be constant.
Yeah, you did that to yourself.
All of the time.
Oh god, I hate Black Crusade so much.
Didn't know this. Point is, keep focused, people.
No.
Right.
When have we ever kept focused?
What?
What group do you think you joined?
Fine.
Look, if this were an adventure entirely about goats, he would be focused on it 100% of the time.
No, we wouldn't be.
Yeah.
We'd be
It
trying
really
to
would.
avoid
It would have gone
Anyway,
to
let's-
something else.
Let's continue with the recap, please, Miss GM.
Yeah, go! GM, go!
Anyways, so the last when we last left off, you guys were on your way to the Lepidstadt courthouse to speak with the executor, the barrister. God damn it, and the beast himself. But on the way, we were going to. I believe one of you said that you wanted to. What's it called? Gather information.
Did we
Right?
now?
Who was that? I think it was either DCL or Saven.
Yeah, I don't recall information gathering, but I can give assistance. I'll wear my special assistance persuasion top.
I mean, I can go ahead and roll for it. I don't remember anything about it, but
Oh,
sure.
how's your persuasion?
+7.
Mine's only a 5. A mere 5.
That's because we have the same charisma bonus, but I have expertise.
That's fair.
Damn it, I have to go to the bathroom. I believe the idea was to go actually investigate the scene. You know, like detectives.
Oh, you mean use my investigation, which is only a meager +5.
No.
Okay.
We definitely weren't going to go and investigate the scene before speaking to the monster.
Oh right, that's what we
Yeah,
wanted to do.
yes, we actually have to talk to the beast, which I'm excited about, because you know what, I'm all about rescuing people with a bad reputation.
I don't give a damn about my reputation.
But yeah, DCL, were you the one who wanted to gather information from plebeians?
The what again?
Gather information from plebeians, of people who are around
Yes.
the crime scene, etc. Then I'll
yes.
give someone advantage if you want to be the one to actually drop the persuasion then. Even though we know we can rubber cast on it for extra effectiveness. If it were your idea, then it should be your role.
I I
I
like
will
the
happily-
image. I like the image of you guys picking up your cat and just rubbing him against people to get information.
Yep.
Oh my fucking.
It's like how we rub Gunner on things to make them die in Warhammer. Anyway, yeah, if DCL's taken point, I will give him a bardic inspiration shoulder rub beforehand.
Well, weren't we going to talk to them to Beast first? I'm
Yeah.
confused. Okay, we're going to the Beast.
Yeah.
We're on our way to the beast, but on our way there we can talk to commoners.
Yeah,
and
you know, we
plebeians
can
and shit
scoop,
people.
we can dredge up information as we travel, like real people do, as opposed to
I'll
like
wait till-
walk immediately from point of interest to point of interest without stopping.
I'll wait till we talk to the Beast first, because that's just going to be a bunch of angry people talking about how guilty the Beast is. Because I don't want to talk to the random people. I want to talk to the people who are at the scene, or at least were around to see something.
Fair point.
So am I rolling or what?
I don't know. Okay, we'll talk to Beast
I'm-
first and then do rolly shit. I know. It's cool. We're up to date. Everything is ready.
Okay.
So where exactly was the Beast being held?
The
Lepidstadt.
courthouse.
The courthouse itself. Okay, I thought it was a jail, like adjacent or something to keep them out.
They didn't have any jail cells big enough.
Oh, okay.
Goodness.
I'm sorry, we had to leave him on the
Great.
flexing podium.
The flexing podium.
Yeah, it's an important podium.
There's someone at my front door. God damn it.
Alright. You have fun with that.
See you
Never
in a
mind.
minute.
Someone else got the door.
Awesome.
A very shrill voice. I don't like it.
I hear children's.
I hate that too.
I know. How long until they're all dead? I mean, until you've moved out, Stray. You see, this is the trick. She's gonna say that she moved out, but what she actually did was kill everyone and, just pretend she's in a new place. Quiet place.
Garbage. Anyways, so are you just going to try to go and see the beast himself, or are you going to seek out the barrister? Haha, I said it this time. Yeah.
We should probably find the barrister first. Also, is it just a barrister or is there a solicitor as well? I forget.
Just a barrister.
Just a banister to slide down.
Exactly.
You slide down everything, you succubus bitch.
Also, I mean, has anyone actually ever slid down a banister? We used to have huge ones at school. It was a 4th-floor banister, and kids would go down it very often, and then a lot of people would get very injured.
No, see, we have very large tracts of land in the United States, so most of our schools are a single story.
Fair
See,
enough.
what's the barrister's name?
Your mother. Hang on, let me grab stuff. Do I have something for this? I think I do have something for this. Oh,
I need the short.
there's
I need the
nothing on
short
this-
handle for the umlauts. I've forgotten what it is. Alt grammar just gives me a hat.
Okay, well, that page borked itself up, and I have no idea why. There he is. Why is this page blank?
Gustav Kapler, yes?
Capel, Kapla, whatever.
Couple.
Gobbler.
Gerbil.
Sur le table.
So yeah, when we head to the courthouse, is there any objection to us getting to us meeting, Mr. Kapler?
Well, I mean, you're stopped a couple of times, but you bear a missive with the judge's seal. So you're able to get in fairly quickly, and you meet what has to be the man himself. He's wearing a very large court wig, and for the area, he cuts quite an impressive figure. And do-do-do. When you all greet yourselves, he is more than happy to introduce himself and then provide the circumstances you already know about the beast capture, and then starts to outline the legal process involved in the trial. Now I have to scroll down to it because apparently we can't put that in order, can we? It has to be on page 39
Jesus,
when
Jesus
this
fuck.
was on page 17.
I go to get food and everything gets real quiet.
Is
Because
it?
we're listening to the DM.
Yeah. Hello,
I
DCL.
don't believe you.
Okay.
Do you want us to riot instead?
Let's not.
Someone say riot.
Do it.
Ah,
It gives me time to take a drink.
Okay. So, what is the actual honorific address for a barrister? I'm really struggling to find it because I know there is supposed to be one, but
aren't we talking to a man named Catlove? Oh, Capel.
yeah, but Stray is
I
Cat
heard
love.
cat love. What?
Stray is scrolling and reading the thing, so I'm just filling the dead air. Like,
Yep.
No, I mean, I was gonna say, isn't the name Catlove as much of an honorific as anyone could ever aim for?
oh,
Yeah, I mean, you've spent a lot of time here, so what we should do is bend you over and present unto him thine gaping anal cavity, and then do like it would be like Ace Ventura, the talking butt detective, except for them it's the talking persuasion detective. But don't you want to tell me what you know? Don't you want to tell me what you know? Except what they know is that they've been a
Alright.
bad boy. And that's it.
So,
Mhm.
the barrister outlines how the trial will commence in about it will take the course over 3 days when it starts. You will have 3 days beforehand to collect yourselves and collect any evidence you need. And there will be the three justices. Chief Justice Ambrose Card. He's a dour man in his 80s. Speaks in a deep, commanding voice, and he suffers no nonsense in his court. And he is well known for a mallet of black ebony that he uses to keep order. And he apparently decides to wear a huge cartwheel ruff to make himself look even more imposing. He has the power to have people removed from court, discount evidence, and issue punishments up to hanging for lying to the court.
Ooh.
There is
appropriate.
Judge Casp Aldar. He is a figure of terror for criminals, you will be told. A hardliner in the extreme, and his merciless justice is feared throughout Ustalav. A former military general, Aldar is famous for his impalement of 40 deserters under his command who fled a battle. And then there is Judge Embrit Theramid, who you already know. Aside from that, there is the Holy Sister of Justice, a powerful cleric of Pharasma that is present to ensure that no magic is used at the trial unless requested or approved by the justices.
I want to make cleric friends.
There are, of course, the clerks, the prosecution, one Otto Heiger, well educated and intelligent, but, uh, as the barrister will say, he, of course, knows that the beast is guilty. The barrister appears to also believe that the beast is guilty, but is honor bound to give the creature the fairest trial possible. And
I
finally,
like this guy.
there is the Herald of a Court. Clad in black half-plate armor with a full-face visor, the Herald keeps his identity secret. The Herald calls out official announcements with the striking of a great gong, calls witnesses, and keeps order in the court. He also acts as the justice's protector and has a ceremonial masterwork greatsword at hand at all times.
Neato.
Who was before the Herald of the Court?
That was the cleric of Pharasma that's in charge of making sure no magic is used at the trial unless approved by the judges.
Yeah, if she's around, I
Alright.
would love to talk to this cleric.
So we basically have two of the judges being super hard stiffs.
Super hard cities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're very strict on guilty people. But the beast is being charged with a fair trial, so long as we don't lie in its favour and we present appropriate evidence.
The world isn't that fair, though.
I'll like start giggling. I'm like, oh, no, I'm sorry. Continue on.
Look, justices here aren't elected, they're appointed. They're not. They're not here because they kill all of the criminals, they're here because they. Yeah. The Prince of Ustalav believes they are appropriate.
Ah, yes. I'm sure in the land of Ustalav, a monstrous creature will get a fair trial. With no hints of bias whatsoever.
You heard, Daramed. Scratches. It's. On its charges, sure, it will probably hang if on a pure majority vote rather than a unanimous one, but she seems to want it, and she thinks it's innocent.
That's 1 out of 3. Would be good enough odds to gamble on, but considering how we at least need the 2/3, or am I misunderstanding how the court works? Does he need to be unanimously cleared?
No.
And I suppose as long as we can find evidence enough, then maybe we can sway one of the old muffins to thinking the beast isn't guilty.
It would help extra if we could find who is actually behind these crimes.
Well, we have the court process and we have some names. Is there anything else you can tell us, Capel?
There's not much more he can really tell you. No. He's told you all he can. However, you notice as you talk to him, he does have a very clear stutter.
Aww.
Can I roll a sort of knowledge check, like knowledge history for the local area? See if does he have that stutter normally, or is that just him putting it on for us?
Sure. Let me look at the skill list again.
Sure.
I would accept I mean either persuasion, I guess, history, or insight.
And if you're gonna let me use persuasion, then I'm gonna throw a 16 at you.
Oh yeah, he always has this, and it's even worse in court.
Oh god, I bet that's just torture to sit through.
What's wrong with him?
He's got a terrible
He's just-
stutter, and it's even worse during court.
Then
Tell me, Capel.
sorry, you first, Easy.
Then tell me, Capel, have you put anyone on investigating the scene? Has there been any evidence gathered? Or has everybody just decided to leave this open and shut?
All the evidence, at least the preliminary evidence, has been gathered by the prosecution, and it's basically all circumstantial, but everyone's already decided the beast's guilt.
Any chance I can get a look at this evidence? We are investigating the situation. Can't have a fair trial without letting the defense see what's up.
And he will say it has already been submitted, but he will, because the trial technically already began, so he will put in a request for you.
Hmm. I suppose if it's already started, how many days do we have before we must make our defense?
I already
3.
told you.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you said normally there would be 3 days, and then I heard that. It's just you said it was already technically started. So
Yeah.
We have 3 days to gather evidence and prepare for the trial.
All right.
Scratches. Honorable Mr. Capley, I understand you have you have more than your normal reservations for this case. Would you object to us standing in court instead of you? I am a grave watcher knight. I believe I am legally entitled to do so.
You will state that if you guys gather evidence, it is you who should be able to present it in court. And as his part of his defense, you have the legal ability to do so. Wow, these dogs are just going nuts outside. There's like 5 dogs just yammering their heads off.
Excellent. I would not want to step on your toes and do so without your blessing.
Of course. I just really didn't want to go through this guy's stutter. It
Yeah.
just comes out as mean.
That's fair.
3 days, huh? All right, but is he able to show us the prosecution's evidence that's been submitted yet?
Eventually you guys will be able to see that, but it will take about an hour.
Okay.
He will suggest to go and talk with the beast if you wish.
I mean, I suppose it's worth a try.
I mean, worth
Is
a
he even
try,
coherent?
absolutely. I would love to talk to the beast.
Is he even coherent?
He's sentient. He's a person.
He can talk.
All right.
Big pout.
Was just making sure. He
Biggest
did get
pout.
himself
We've
caught.
heard as much already, Scratches.
I don't remember everything.
Too much coke on the brain.
It comes across as very
Never.
racist when you keep forgetting that he's sentient. Just gonna
Never
put it
enough.
out there.
worry,
Down
Scratches.
there.
I won't ever judge you for your opinions against other races.
That's just because you two nearly got married.
That never happened. You heard nothing.
Hmm.
You said nothing.
Mm-hmm.
We'll never speak of this again.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm gonna lean back and whisper to Shara. You know, I could get that arranged at the grave charge.
I can already do it if I
It'd be an
really.
awesome prank.
I can already do that if I really want to. I mean, who better than to judge people who are so deeply in love than a succubus and cleric of the light?
Yes, you can do it in the eyes of the gods, but
Oh, right.
you know, the law looks differently.
I guess so. The law is very boring about that kind of thing, I guess.
Now, come on, Cassius.
Should I arrange for prank?
No. Because I'm kind of afraid that the dwarf's mother will actually turn up and then beat him to death in front of us, and that wouldn't be very good.
I don't want to do the East Coast Jewish mom voice. Please don't.
When are you gonna give me some dwarf babies?
Now, come on, little
I'm
Cass.
working on it, Ma.
It's time we talk to the defendant.
Why, her beard isn't very long at all, honey. You can't marry this tramp.
Oh my god.
We're not married, Ma.
Now come, Cass.
Yeah, I'm coming.
It's
Let's.
so pushy, Scratches.
I can't walk any faster.
You know what? I would like to take the lead speaking to this beast instead of you, because you're racist, Scratches.
I put Cass on the point.
Mm. But
Scratches is just
Well,
following Cass
I
around.
wanted to be
poking him in the
monster
butt.
liaison. Cass gets all the
I
other
mean, don't do
liaison
it.
jobs.
I'll
mean,
just help.
Yeah.
Shara and Cass instead of you and me, Scratches.
Of course, of course.
Fair.
Yeah. Alright. Let's see this beast.
Alrighty then. Let's find an icon for this. Where's the icon? Do a net. There we go. What the hell is that sound?
Something your family's
Why the
doing, I'm
hell-
sure.
Hang on. Can you guys hear that?
No.
Not
Yes.
vaguely
Okay, good.
sometimes. Not like a constant
Okay. Well,
sound.
I
actually.
just heard like a not a
Shrug.
xylophone. What are they called? It's like
An
It
accordion?
sounds
like a
there's
keyboard
a
accordion.
carnival in your
Yes.
background.
Yes. Anyways,
That's because there's always a carnival in his pants.
Huh.
Damn it.
all right. You guys are led down to well, it's not really a holding cell. It's more like a basement that's been cleared out.
Flap, flap.
And chained against the far wall is the beast, though he doesn't seem to be sporting that particular expression.
This guy was
Are you
definitely
on the
born on a
clock?
Monday.
Are
No,
you
this is-
on the clock and D&D?
No, not
Amazing.
this clock.
Oh, your stuff.
He.
Hi there. I would like to say a pleasure to meet you, but obviously circumstances are not great. My name is Shara.
I'm Cass. Hi.
Hi, Red Lady and Cat.
No, Cass, not Cat.
Cass.
Good start.
Just kind of pull on one of his manacles.
Oh,
I don't like these bracelets.
no, they aren't pretty. I think you have to keep them on for now. But tell you what, here. I'm a rummage through my bag. And
Does he have those like scars all over him? Because those sure look like stitches.
Yes.
Fucking Frankenstein's monster
Yeah,
here.
he was Solomon Grundy.
No shit.
Can I make a
Sure.
medicine check on him while Shara's talking to like?
I want to give him a snack. Because snacks are good.
Maybe it was Snack Vantage.
Yeah.
Snack Vantage. The best advantage ever.
Okay. Hey, Saban. Have you
Mhm.
ever heard that? Did you ever watch Metalocalypse?
Yeah.
Sewn together wrong.
Mm. Mm-hmm. All right. So yeah, Shara, you can finish what you were saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna give the beast a snackaroonie.
All right. His eyes will light up and he'll eat it up. I like the red lady.
Aw, thanks. Say, I heard you got mixed up into some bad stuff.
I don't know what mean.
Before you were brought here, you were somewhere else. With broken windows. What happened?
I was home. And then I was with the books.
and you can't remember anything between those points.
No, just standing at book place and men in robes.
Ooh, who's the man in robes?
The beast will shrug.
Hmm. Do you meet him before?
No, not one man. Lots.
Ah.
Like this many, and he'll try to bring his hand up, but then the chain will jerk. Then he'll just kind of open up his hand and just count with his, obviously counting by nodding at his fingers, and will hold up 4.
Okay. I know that we've known enough that we've heard what the leaden keys, like color, clothing, choice thing would be. Right?
The leaden key, huh?
Leaden keys. Oh God, sorry.
What's the leaden key? I don't get it.
Theos
Yeah,
wandering around
Theos
here
is around.
somewhere?
It's Path of Exile's evil cult of secrets.
Pillars of
Ah.
eternity.
PoE, whatever.
Nerd.
They're both PoEs. Shut the fuck up. So yeah, it's a different cult of secrets to this cult of secrets, in a game that's similar to another game in at least stylistic choices and acronym.
It's okay.
What's the evil cult
Present-
again of secrets in this game?
Winter can't even understand normal anagrams, so you're good.
The Wave Whispers. Whispering
The
Way.
Whispering
way.
Way.
We got there in the end. Leaden Key, Whispering Way. They sound the same.
No, it's leaden coin. We're World of Darkness
Oh,
now.
okay. But yeah, do we know their robe color of choice? If I ask, like, what color were their robes, will he corroborate that information?
I mean, yeah.
Mm.
I mean,
Hot pink.
black robes in black robes in the Ustalav are kind of common.
I assume nothing special, but still it helps. So it sounds like they brought you there while you were sleeping. Or you don't remember being brought there.
I was home and then I was at book place.
Do you know where they went after you were brought to book place?
Tilda shrug.
Mm.
Away? They kind of... They don't make a
Ah,
sound.
teleport. Vanished.
Poofed.
Yeah, my lips are incredibly dry. I couldn't do that.
A classic.
Exactly.
That was the good
That
one.
was the
right
good
there.
one right there.
That's still one of my favorite things in this game, that if you banish someone, or if someone uses a specific type of teleport, they Looney Tunes pop.
It's because air is sucked into a space where it no longer existed. The actual attempted sound at pressure filling an empty space.
It's still hilarious to me.
Yep.
I was allowed to watch Looney Tunes.
I know. I mean, that's because they have guns in Looney Tunes.
No, I was. No, I was. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's
Hey,
why.
I
It's
wasn't
good for
allowed to watch
America.
Invader Zim though. He was
Oh
alien.
no, he was an alien. You don't trust an alien. But yeah, like Looney Tunes had like July the 4th cartoons where a mouse bombs a cat with fireworks. So I mean, that's good for you.
And like Yosemite Sam, where he'd get mad and shoot guns in the air.
Yeah, he's American. That's what Kid Me thought all Americans were. Kid Me thought that, like, the Wild Western cowboys thought that parts of America were still like that.
I mean, they're kind of are though.
Yeah.
I'm dead serious. There are places in our country, especially like New Mexico, that have the only thing that's changed is now they have trucks and access to the internet. Literally nothing else has changed.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, yeah. I thought a much larger swath of America was still all fucking saloons and shit. That's another
No.
matter entirely. All right.
No, the actual wild, wild west. California's as west as we could get, and then we're like, you know what? How about we modernize?
Nice.
I thought it was, how about we go conquer Japan?
Well, that was fun too.
But, you know, past the time. Okay, so then they all popped and weren't there anymore. Is that when other people found you and took you here?
Yes, the mean people.
They're only mean because they thought you did something wrong, but someone else did something wrong, and they blamed you, because they're the mean ones. Those people in the robes are bad people.
Big bads.
Mm-hmm. They hurt lots of people, and you don't look like you like to hurt people, do you?
Stray.
Hashtag leading questions.
Hang on.
Just checking to see if the beast does in fact enjoy hurting people. Well, actually, it turns out he likes to grind bones to make bread and make corpse jelly. So, you know.
Well,
Hmm.
It's a pastime. I'm not going to judge. Some people could use a good jellifying. Not that I believe that. I believe in the sanctity of life for all things. Big thumbs up. You've not seen Sheriff fight a living person yet. It's only been Ghostos so far. Ghostos and Buggos.
On life, huh?
Yeah. Life Disciple. Goody goody. And I also have a goat. I'm holding my cute goat. I think it's adorable. It spends a lot of time being hugged.
Goat.
But you actually just have a little small goat?
Yeah, I bought a goat. I named it Zitzi.
Big goat.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, we found out goats were cheap and I was like, I'm buying a goat. And then I did. And it's adorable. It's everyone's friend.
See little baby goat?
Yeah, it's just...
Does his tail wiggle when getting scratches?
Of course it does. I like
Doing
the baby
something
goats.
upstairs
do
again.
wiggles.
I don't like it.
What are they doing upstairs? Is it all the drugs?
Oh. I hear knocking around.
Oh.
Did Stray AFK?
Yep. She said be right back.
Ah.
Oh.
Well, she said 1 second.
I was gone when she said that, so.
He's gonna go around headbutting people soon. Yeah, they grow up so fast.
Bonk.
It's cute
Yes,
until it
Adler.
breaks the shin.
And Ambrose Card, right?
Pardon, sorry?
Cass Adler and Ambrose Card are the judges, right?
I've already forgotten.
The other
Sounds about right, but yeah. I didn't make a specific note.
speaking of pets, my cute little pupper is making little whoop whoop whoops in her sleep.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Well, she's not Duncan Ball right now, so you know, good job.
It's not Wednesday,
yeah, it's
though.
true. It's not Wednesday.
You see, unfortunately, it's a sad thing to be Tasha right now because her Wednesday has been ruined forever.
Yeah.
If Wednesday is no longer basketball day, she must be so sad.
Oh god, I bet.
Absolutely
Yeah.
crushed.
Next Wednesday, you could be like, why is she not playing with her ball? And it's because it's not D&D day on that Wednesday.
just doesn't hold the same.
No, it's
power.
not the same unless you're pissing Papa off.
The real secret is her balls in another room.
You don't want to say the word a ball because she'll zero in on that immediately, won't she?
I'll wake her ass right up.
Yeah, just like saying the word treat.
Mm-hmm.
You see, if I were mean, I would say it loud enough for the initial and the ending T to be audible, and that would probably wake her up from where she is.
And that's why I have headphones.
Well, even then. I don't know. I used to, and I was just fucking zeroing in on that shit, like from way further away than they should be able to. It's just because I enunciate properly.
The proper enunciation.
Correct. Or as I have
Oh.
heard, my favorite pronunciation. I'm just going, oh god. It's not pronunciate, please.
Sorry, guys. Bank stuff came up.
No worries.
Of course.
Anyway, yeah,
Cass was
I
asking-
need to eventually switch banks, but Cass was asking who know what now.
If you like to hurt people. He doesn't like hurting people, he assumed. And then he was like, you don't like hurting people, right?
No. Sometimes people make me mad though.
They do that to me
They
too.
throw things and try to hurt.
No.
Oh, you poor thing.
Don't you worry about it though. You're a big, strong guy. We're gonna go out and try to help. We're gonna find the bad people in the robes who tricked the others into putting you here. And we'll tell them off for you. And then you can be free again, and it'll be fine.
Hmm. He doesn't say anything else. Just stands there looking rather miserable. You know, he's obviously been beaten.
Yep.
Hmm.
You know what? I've got juice in the tank, plenty of it. I will just spend a minute there and drop a prayer of healing. Make sure he's feeling properly healthy afterwards.
He'll blink up at you and flash a broke find you a beast with a broken smile.
No. No. My goat will bat at him. And then it's time for us
Thanks,
to continue.
Red Lady.
It is my pleasure to help. We shall get to the bottom of this.
So, here are when you guys are done, you are presented various evidence.
Wait,
And
wait, please.
wait.
If they're not gonna ask, I have some questions I wanted to ask. I was gonna see if they got to them.
Okay.
All right. So this time, Scratches will approach the beast.
Pink cat.
Why, hello there. I hope
Hi,
you're doing.
Pink cat.
I hope you're doing better now that the red person has talked to you.
I didn't know cats could be so big.
Yes, I'm a very big cat, and I can talk.
His eyes will sparkle with glee.
Now, I am the magical pink cat who's here to help you make everything better. But I need to ask you some questions first before I can help you with that, okay?
He'll blink at you, not really understanding. Okay.
Suppose I'm going to have to work with it. For starters, do you remember what the men in robes had you take from the place where all the books?
No.
Not even a little bit. You just opened your eyes and you were there, surrounded by books and bad people.
Yes.
Well then, what about your home? Do you remember where it is? Can you tell me where it is?
Swamp.
The swamp, you say?
Big shack in the swamp.
Ah, you have a home, do you? Do you live alone or do you have other people with you?
By myself.
And who are the men in robes? Do they come to visit?
No. I don't know.
Where did he say he found the people in robes again?
When he saw the people in robes, he was standing very confused in the rubble of the quote unquote book place.
The rubble of the book place. Huh.
He broke his way and then walked back out.
So there's a chance the minimum robes are on the scene, I guess. Uh Well, before any of this, are there any special faces or special people that you remember?
What?
You know, friends. Or maybe bad people who bother you a lot? Do you know any of them? Can you describe them?
I don't have friends. I smash bad people.
Do you always smash bad people? Have they never gotten away from you?
No.
Hmm. Hmm. Fair enough. Okay, my questions. I think that's all I have. All right, then. I've gotten enough questions out of you. Thank you for being so cooperative. But before we go, how would you like to pet the cat?
Yes, please.
I quickly push gas into the beast.
Kitty.
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
That's
He
what
is
kind of nerve.
surprisingly gentle for how big and obviously muscular he is when he pats your head.
I feel like Cass kind of expects that, and he just kind of like nervously purrs.
Hmm.
You're nice.
I'm gonna give the beast a hug.
Big spider.
Right, while Lo's doing that, I'm gonna pull Shara aside. Scour, are you back?
Nope.
Okay. Oh, rip.
Oh, one last question. When was the last time you were in town? Probably doesn't remember.
Boy was drowning. Say boy.
Hmm. You did a good thing by saving that boy. You should do things like that more often.
Lake very cold. I don't feel cold.
I'm sure the boy was very thankful that you helped save him. Either way, I'll be done now. You gonna wait on Scout to return?
So the beast says it saved the boy as well.
Yeah.
We really must speak to the boy's father then.
Of course, of course.
We'll be a character witness.
I do wish his mind was sharper. It'd be much easier if he was able to put a coherent defense for himself.
Yes.
Was anyone not? Anyone who wasn't a? He said the creature said he was a. He just kind of like was in a daze and kind of woke up, and there were these like men with robes. But did he notice anyone that didn't have robes around at all?
Ah,
He broke out of the book place and then found the men in robes. Yes?
Hmm.
Or did I mishear him?
No, that's what you heard.
so he broke out of the book place, then there were men with robes, and then they disappeared. Okay. Oh, of course. I can't believe I forgot. I should have asked you the most important question. What is your name?
Don't have one.
Aw, you don't have a name?
No.
And how do you feel about the magical talking cat giving you one?
Okay.
What's a cute sounding Ustalov child name?
Ustalavian names. You should look at like Romanian names, Van.
Romanian. Anybody have any ideas?
Just give me a couple minutes so I can bring up fantasy name generators with all of that stuff.
Let's see. Interestingly, Vaska is a diminutive of Vasily. His name Vaska. It's fine.
Alright. This
Vosk.
guy looks like a man, yeah?
Yes, I assume.
Andrei. Glad
Andre-
Valley Ironlot.
What?
Appropriate names for Rustalov.
Doofenshmirtz. No one? Alright.
No.
Sorry.
Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated.
Kostan. I guess if we want to be stereotypical, we can go with Andre. Yeah. We'll go with Andre. Just to keep
Cool.
it simple. Your name is going to be Andre.
Why
It's
would
no-
you do that to the poor man's
He's
legacy?
already a giant.
But he wasn't simple.
Yeah, poor Andre the giant. I put out a bunch of names. Fucking Laszlo, Demas, Danny, Jara, Kara, Lala, Bishka, Milo, Miko.
We can go with Valley then. I like that.
DCL only listens to me, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw the names. I was just like, yeah, Andre sounds a little bit cuter.
I mean, you're not wrong. I invited DCL to join the herd. He ignored me. A week later, Mercendi did the same thing, and then he joined.
That happens.
Mm,
Anyway,
I'm naming you Andre.
Please don't name him Andre.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna name him Vilo. Vilo. What was it again?
Valley.
How do
Actually,
you
It's
spell
written
that?
out VALI.
VALI.
Your name's going to be Valley. Bestowed upon you by the magical talking pink cat. That's how you know it's a special name.
is that how you know that's how it works?
That's how that works.
Well, all right.
Now I need you to do something for me, all right? I need you to be very proud of that name. When people try to call you the Beast, you should remind them that your name is Valley.
Okay.
Good boy. And I'll like try to reach the top of his head, then have to like jump up.
No. Nice try.
Now then, I'm at least ready to go see the evidence. I'll let Shira and Cassidy finish first.
We're good. Getting him defended as a child who didn't know any better as a start.
I feel like we don't have to defend him to the whole village, just the magistrates, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Just the
but
judges.
I mean,
Not like a
Mhm.
jury trial.
they might take people pressure though, and people. A person can be smart, but nobody is stupider than people.
That doesn't make any sense.
Sure, it does. Think about it. If one person is talking to another person, they can have a discussion and think about it. If one person's talking to a lot of people, they can't have a discussion about it, and so people can say something stupid and get carried away with it. No one is stupider than people.
It's a long moment of consideration before Cass sort of nods his head. I think I get it.
I'm definitely generalizing, and someone gave me a quote that was something like that, but I've summed it down to the important points. Crowds are dumb.
Well, it's a negative view on people, but I suppose it's probably not wrong.
Yeah. I mean, they were all still entitled to life, and everything is good. It's just some people are just dumb. And a large number of people have a really loud voice, and a loud voice can shout one thing really loudly, even if it's wrong.
Hmm. I
By the,
guess.
by the way, you're all having to call him Death Valley now.
Yeah, happy to do so. He looked kind
I
of
mean,
more
that
like a
sounds
Fluffy to me, but sure.
fluffy.
Hmm.
We need him with an adult. We need him with an actual name, not a pet one.
What do you mean
The
pet
first
name?
step, the first step, even if it's a small one, is to make them recognize that he has a name, not some title like the Beast meant to scare them, but a person name. It's a very small step and not one that I think the people will adopt. A decent chance in human psychology.
Well, fair enough. I mean, I can't disagree, and it's kind of, I'm sad he didn't have a name before, so I mean, good job.
Fluffy was my sorority sister.
That's true. I'm real insensitive about her name choices.
Yeah.
I mean, that is 100% what it really is, Stray.
Now, let's go see what evidence we can't find. I believe we're going to get the evidence from prosecution.
So now we've seen that Vali, the barrister should have his files prepared.
Let's go up and see it.
All right. The Beast is accused of 4 crimes. The first of which is the charge with the.
Can I just want to ask now before you start talking all, before you start describing all these, if you have these written down, can you possibly put them into a handout for us?
They're not written down, they're in the book.
Okay.
I'm
And if
assuming
you've ever tried like copying this stuff over from like Pathfinder books, you know that that's basically impossible to do.
fair enough.
It
All right,
comes
wait.
out terrible.
Oh yeah, they
What are
have
the
like
4 crimes?
anti-kerning.
I hate that so much.
Yeah, it's like, for some reason it looks like normal writing. You copy paste it, it's like space, space, a, space, and it's still part of the same one singular word and weird paragraph breaks. Blech.
Can you give us like a blank handout to scribble this shit in?
Alright, hang on. Oops, that's not a handout, that's a character.
Yeah, just make a character sheet for all the minor NPCs so we can fill them out.
The storyteller!
Oops, that's a paddling.
Alright, hang on. Let me just do this. Do this. Trust me, what I'm doing is important right now. If only this file would upload.
I was already writing down the crimes.
Ignore that.
There we go.
Yeah, I can see why it would be important. Who wants to actually be the one who writes them down?
I'm writing it down on my own doc. I'll
Yeah,
just
but
copy-
your own doc isn't something that the rest of us can see.
I'll copy paste it after.
Go for it, Maz. I have faith in
Assuming
your
you want-
abilities to scribe.
Yeah. I basically just wanted to check so, we didn't have two people writing down their own things and then one of them would save and then the other one would save and just completely overwrite their shit.
Yep, that's fair.
What are the crimes?
All right. The first crime the beast is charged with is the killing of 10 people in Morast, a small hamlet in the Dippelmere swamp about 8 miles east of Lepidstadt. A narrow trail leads
Morast?
Morast, Morast. Narrow trail leads from Lepidstadt to the village. Morast is a miserable collection of 20 or so wattle and daub hovels built on stilts above the swamp and connected by soggy wooden boardwalks. The villagers make their living fishing and occasionally bringing in a blood caiman to eat or sell. You will be told that they're a curious group, and according to local rumors that claims to somewhere in their somewhat inbred ancestry, they mingled with the strange swamp creatures, tainting their blood and marking them with queer countenances. No one knows how or why, but the people of Morast have legendary constitution. Sickness is rare among the swampers, and the villagers live long and healthy lives. While admired for this fact, they are shunned for their strange appearance.
What is the second crime?
I gotta furiously scroll.
Okay.
All right. Remember, this is Pathfinder. They start going on about checks and XP rewards that go on for about 3 pages.
Fair enough.
Understood?
The beast's second alleged crime is the murder of 6 children in Hergstag, Hergstag. God damn. A small
Ergstag.
Hergstag.
I know.
Hergstag, yeah?
Herg. Bleh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just put you on the map. They don't have it out here. Basically, over yonder. That's the swamp right there. This little bit.
Okay.
Formerly a small religious farming community on the outskirts of the swamp, it has been abandoned about 7 months ago. All right.
Was it abandoned because of because of beasts attacks, or what?
No one knows. The town has been deserted, and um, there is no one there. They seem to have all mysteriously vanished about uh, a week after what a rumor has it that the beast brought a dead child to the village and taunted the father with it. Every single person in the village disappeared a week later.
The third crime.
Diesel, can you give me a minute to type it? Alright, so, yeah. Next one.
The third crime is an arson attack on the Asylum of Sanctuary on Carb Isle, which resulted in the fiery deaths of the sanctuary's administrator, Dr. Brada, and all of his patients, and the blinding of the doctor's assistant, Carl. Dr. Brada, Brada, and
What's the
assistant
aisle?
Carb Isle, Karb. No, it's C. It's just made of bread.
I feel like I take the best notes because I actually on purpose put it in as carb aisle.
I also put it in the car pile.
Sanctuary started as a noble idea. Dr. Brada founded the institution to cure those unfortunate individuals afflicted with madness and physical deformity. Apparently, according to the barrister, his motives were likely born of his own horror at the fate of his uncle, who was burned by a mob because of his monstrous features.
But did it go wrong after?
Hmm?
Normally, if you say it was born out of noble ideas, you say that in contrast to the horrible shitheel
Yes,
it became
yes.
later.
Well, the asylum was fucked over by the beast. It was burned by the beast.
Okay.
It started with a noble ideal with Brada and Carl
And then end with a flaming inferno.
And you already know of the fourth crime.
Breaking in and stealing something.
Yes.
The university library and stealing. Well, these are the crimes he's been charged with, but does anybody have any evidence linking them to him?
No,
Nope.
just circumstantial evidence and what people say.
Of
What
course.
is the circumstantial evidence? Is it like
He was around and then wasn't. I think is the go about.
Is there any
Basically,
more
yes.
than that? Okay.
No, everyone has just assumed his guilt.
Well, great. If we needed any harder of a case, we have three potential locations. Actually, yeah, 4 potential locations, and only
You
3
have
days.
not actually investigated in full
The
the
library,
yet.
yeah,
You just asked about it.
which is why it's 4 places. Hmm. Yes. Well, even if we wanted, how long can we travel 8 miles again?
I mean, that's not far at all.
That's not too far. It's like that's far, much less than a day.
Still,
Uh,
some
It's like a couple hours, like 4 hours at a good pace.
If we're on
Uh,
horseback, even less.
People tend to walk about 1.5 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But, you know,
we'd have to
many
be going.
people are capable of walking at upwards of speed of 2.5 miles per hour.
We'd have to go on foot since we couldn't take horses through the swamp. I assume.
There are roads, especially
Okay.
to
Yeah.
villages.
We couldn't take the party carriage through the swamp, but I did go out of my way to buy my own horse. I could actually just ride out there, do my investigation, and come back.
Some of you can fly, and some of you can go spiderback.
Oh yeah. Also that,
Well.
yeah.
Well, I suppose first we'll have to see if we can't find anything in the library. Has the place been kept closed down, or have people been allowed to enter it again?
It
The
is-
library is still closed off, but you are part of the defense now.
Yes. That's what I meant. I was asking if people have been allowed to come through and mess with stuff.
No, aside from the constabulary.
Fuck the constabulary. Well then.
And before you leave, the barrister will hand. I suppose 2 of you have been talking to him the most.
Probably Scratches because he's pretending like that prison badge he has is a official constabulary badge.
He will hand you a small disc, which on one side contains a gavel and weights. Like what are they called? What are they called? What's it called? God damn it! It's the 2 plates suspended over suspended to weigh certain things. What are they called?
Scales.
There's a specific name for it. Scales. There we go. God damn it!
Yeah.
How did I forget that?
I mean, that's forgetting like
Anyway.
what the word for grapefruit is, and you just go, it's the shitty orange.
The
It's a shitty orange, you know. It's like an orange, but shitty. Oh, you mean a grapefruit? Yeah, that one.
I think one of like real quick tangent. One of the best stand-up comedies I've ever heard was Aziz Ansari was at lunch, right? And then he found out that he like 50 Cent was sitting next to him at like another table, and he told his friend to shut up so he could hear what 50 Cent ordered. So 50 Cent ordered grapefruit juice, right? And then he gets grapefruit juice and then looks at his waiter and goes, "Why isn't this purple?" And so the waiter has to explain to a grown man what a grapefruit is, and he basically describes it, yes, like that, a shitty orange.
A shitty orange.
Well,
Oh, Fetty.
So, yeah,
where were we again? I
so
forgot.
Scratches has
Scale.
yeah, Scratches has a little badge proving himself a court officer. And we were about to decide how we wanted to go and investigate these accusations.
We wanted to start
Oh,
at the
wait, were
library,
you-
right?
Yes.
Sorry, Scow, I forgot you were the one that streams this game. I was assuming Saving for some
Nope.
reason. But
Ooh,
it's in VCT if you want to watch it afterwards. The Grapefruit Story.
But yes,
The grapefruit store.
of course, we should start with the place closest to us.
Yes, of course.
And
Shush,
how far?
Cam. Let us talk in character.
How far away are the other places? Oh wait, what? He just gave me the skill. Okay. Can I ask why you're giving this to me?
Well, it's a coin with a hammer and scale on one side, and on the other side, I think it's Abadar, right, Kanathis? God of Justice?
I mean, Abadar is like the god of like merchants and stuff, but I think,
Who am I
actually, no,
thinking
yeah,
of?
no, I think that he's like
Law, yeah.
making
God of
deals and
law.
laws and stuff.
I'll start palming it between my.
And on the other side, basically, and on the other side, it has the holy symbol of Abadar, God of Law.
I'll start palming it between my fingers and ask again. Why exactly have you handed this to me?
It is a token that shows that you work with the full authority of the courthouse. If
Ooh.
anyone asks you, attempts to bar you entry, you merely need to show them this token.
Understood. Oh, then I think we have some authority to exercise.
How does it feel, Scratches? You're the one with
Scratches.
authority, as opposed to, you know, dick jokes and stuff.
I know, normally I have to calm my way into this position. This is the first time I've ever just been handed it.
Gustav looks at you uncomfortably when you mention conning your way into a position.
I
He
smile
regrets
at
handing you the coin.
Scratches,
smile
are
and
you
pat his-
going to be reasonable?
I am nothing if not the picture of reasonality.
I am the law!
You hunky guardsman, drop trow in the name of the law.
The law is the name
Now.
of my buttocks.
Let's
No,
continue.
no, it's law and order.
Of course. Left cheek, right cheek.
God.
Now let's completely have a normal walk down to the library and proceed with a normal investigation in which no authority is abused.
Popeye squints at you.
I just smile hard.
Smile hard. I'm pretty sure it's a bard attack spell.
I really hope that.
So,
Hmm.
when we get to the library, sure, we have that to investigate, but there are 3 other things, and we have. Today is growing late. 2 full days before the trial starts. We can't all investigate all of them.
Hear me out. It might be a waste of time to even investigate those other locations.
Which ones do you like the sound of more?
Where are you taking this thought? You're saying hear you out?
Okay,
Keep
let me put it this way. All these other places where he's been accused of being the reason for, they only have circumstantial evidence. People just saying they saw the beast did it, or he was probably the one who did do it. We'd have to devote entire investigations to those things just to figure out what happened there. And even if we proved that the beast had nothing to do with it, they would just blame him for another crime. What we need to do is figure out the people who controlled the poor beast and put him up to this one, and then bring them to the prosecution and blame them. Then clear him for all the other crimes in retrospect.
I wonder if that asylum isn't a good place to check out after this then. Because if anything, like an abandoned asylum definitely seems to fit their little modus operandi.
I suppose it's a bit
I agree with Scratches.
I really don't. Yeah.
See it this
Even if we can bring some new suspects for one of these crimes, if the others are still left on what did you call
No, what
Varley's
Scratches is
ledger,
saying
he'll still be hanged.
what Scratches is saying is we find who's really responsible for crimes as one in one fell swoop. This poor thing's just been used as a tool.
And a cult of evil
And he's not
people
going-
is definitely something we can use to at least buy him more time.
And he's not going to be hanged. He's going to be thrown into the Burning Man and burned alive.
Yeah,
Yes.
terrible torture death.
Look at it this way, Amadeus. We're not talking about factual crimes or evidence. We're talking about hearsay and public opinion. What matters
Yes.
is not, at best, if we go to the best result we could hope for is finding a person willing to say that the beast was not involved in those things at all. And even if they say that, they still might not believe us.
We've got to find ourselves a real villain, which means we got to,
Well, we-
pick a good location.
This isn't.
No,
I know you believe.
No, I'm telling you. I've lived in this town for more than a decade. That thing is going to be branded a villain unless we can exonerate it of everything. I'll work with you. I'll try to find this cult, whatever that has manipulated it, but
Him.
if there's
It. Jeff.
him,
Thank you.
you Shara.
Smug
Yes.
smile.
If the cult that has manipulated Varley has not been manipulating him this whole time, and we cannot prove he has been manipulated this whole time, he is going to be executed.
I don't know. I feel like if we find ourselves, at least a real provable cause for one crime, we can at least get a stay of execution to prove the other ones aren't really Valley's fault.
Well, first,
I
let's.
mean,
establish
is what you're otherwise
I-
saying we split the
yes.
party?
At best, we'd be delaying his trial.
Yeah, to give us time to solve the other ones, right? We're all smart. We can do that.
Well,
Split the party. It's a great idea.
Yeah, exactly. I'm basically don't want to
Pressure.
split the party.
okay. First, let me make sure I'm not just assuming too much here. How far away are the asylum and the farming community? We know we're Morsted Morasted is, but we don't
Okay.
know where everything.
Let's zoom in a little bit. So, if you zoom in, all right. So, the asylum. Oh no! I was on map layer.
Uh-oh.
The asylum is here. We go. On one of these islands right here.
Mhm,
The abandoned village is about 10 miles up this way.
mhm,
And down here, about 7 miles away, is the swamp village.
mhm.
Those aren't far. We can do that.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that.
too bad.
Yeah, if we have horses or fucking wings or so on, we could get to all of those within a day.
Didn't our dwarf buy a bunch of horses?
Our dwarf bought a cart.
Oh, well then hooray. And
Don't we have to cross the river
No,
though?
I did not just buy a cart. I bought a luxury cart.
yeah, we can make
We-
all these destinations. We should at least go at this plane to do them all, and if we can't reach all of them, then, we can just try and buy more time to get it all done. We should really find the people who are responsible, because it sounds like they're the ones responsible for the professor's death as well, and that's kind of a big deal. They could be up to some real nasty stuff.
Of course, it's a big deal, and if it was just about finding the people responsible, I'd be personally taking the time to hunt them down. But we have 3 days to help sway public opinion to make this man not guilty. And trust me, it's going to be public opinion, not facts or evidence, that determines whether he hangs or burns or whatever fate he has left for him.
I mean, the only other alternative is splitting the party, which seems like suicide.
No, do it. It's great.
Yeah.
Can you stop, Stray? Can you please stop talking while we're talking in character? That's actually really.
Alright,
Whatever.
Yes, Drake, God.
Well, let's at least first start where it's closest.
Yeah, library.
Depending on what we find, should determine what we do afterwards. So yes, to the library.
Okay. Well, it's the university, but you know.
The university library.
The library.
The Librosity.
University.
Scratches
All right,
his-
let's go.
Scratches
Yeah,
his
let's
kicks open-
go. Whoa! Onward.
Scratches his kicks open the door. Everyone drop trowel asses up. In the name of the law, you're being cavity searched.
I'll be back in a bit. Seriously, I just need to use.
Yeah, sure. Although I'm now stuck with the headcanon of us getting partway through the door and Amy going, you know what, I have better things to do than standing next to this crazy asshole. Fucking Boonhound. Alright. Now, there were people, like, stopping others from going in and around, right? I think we do actually have to marshal our way through this group, wave the coin around.
Yes.
That's right. Wave our dick in their face.
Yeah.
I
Wave
palm.
the ovipositor.
Waggle, waggle.
What's that I hear? Ovipositor? Flutter, flutter, flutter.
Yes.
Well, yeah. Wave, palm the coin around between cat fingers and show them what's what and continue on through.
God, that's got to be really disconcerting for the people at the university, considering all they know of you as the bum boy who's been hanging around for a few weeks.
Yeah, he just
What did you just call him? The bum
Yeah,
boy?
he's a bum boy.
Okay. Checking.
God, that's funny. Oh, that's so funny.
Excuse
That's
me,
a
the
more
official
regular
title is-
Britishism, actually. Calling someone a bum boy.
Excuse me, the official title is Inspector Bumboy.
Of course, yes. Marshal Bum Boy.
Uh,
I'm amazed that one's
You're all
lucky I'm
Glory
not-
of God. Like, that one's a very regular, like, it's like school ground British terms. Calling someone a bum boy.
You're all lucky I'm not investigating the other things I've heard around this place.
Well, you're, like, responsible for half of those, I think.
I mean, yes, but it's never stopped the law before.
I mean, I get it. You wake up, you got a hangover, you don't remember what happened, and when you figure out all the things that happened, it's like you're a detective solving a mystery.
I'm pretty sure the answer is always he had lots of sex.
Yeah, I mean, his crime seems kind of one-dimensional. Drugs and sodomy?
Oh, scratches never change.
Don't listen to Cass.
he's a
You
darling.
have problems.
Don't listen to him, he doesn't have your best interests at heart.
I mean, my problem right now is that we don't have time for another orgy.
How
I
many?
feel like that's a problem that just self-perpetuates. Even if you have an orgy, then you just won't have time during that orgy for another orgy.
Oh no, I have mastered the brilliant art craft of the multiple orgy.
Or Joe
The
Burrows.
fractal orgy?
Exactly.
Or Joe Burrows, the orgy that consumes itself forever.
It's been very hard to pull one off ever since you left my companionship. You were always part of phase 2 and 3.
Huh.
I
Do I
Can't
want to
ima-
know?
I really
mean-
can't imagine myself doing something like that, but
He's not sober.
Oh, you're always just the shy and timid type. That's why you're the biggest freak out of the sheets out of all of us.
I mean, I won't deny that, but
The things I've seen this kitten do.
Freak on
But
a
I'm under
leash.
I'm under several magical oaths not to say anything.
I don't feel like you are, but it's probably for the best, but pretend you do.
it
Ah,
is
you
for the
said
breast,
breast.
yes.
Huh.
Now,
I said a word
this
wrong.
library.
Yes, that's right. I will reach into my bag and I pull out like square-shaped glasses and I put them on and adjust them on my nose. All right, I'm ready for the library.
You look very smart.
Thank you. It's all part of the disguise. I have all sorts of disguises. Sexy nurse, sexy librarian. That's actually it so far, but I'll let you know if I think of more.
Ooh, you know what? I bet you could pull off sexy succubus really well.
I could give it a go.
I mean, she's already like halfway there.
Well, yeah, I'm wearing too much clothing normally.
At the risk of incurring Mercendi's wrath, your librarian outfit should at least be one size too small.
Oh yeah, no, you gotta maintain proper button stress ratios. It's actually a math. It was a very big part of my former
Thing.
education.
My wrath, as you put it, only comes in when we're actually, like, having an in-character conversation, and then you
Yeah, you
bring
think
in
that
your,
wasn't in
your
character.
GM snark.
That was in
That
character.
was in character.
And that was the exact amount of snark I used before.
Yeah, no, I legit
Yeah.
dressed myself up like a sexy librarian. It's part of the. I'm prepared. I'm undercover, guys. I'm incognito.
I
She's
just also
tried-
had to I actually had to defend myself there because
Nah.
Stray was being mean.
Stray is. It's true. Stray is very mean.
So this
Nod,
library.
nod.
They'll
I don't
never
really-
know.
I don't really have a good investigation score, so what I'm going to do is ask the people who've already done the investigating, and then let our party do investigations.
Ooh, I heard investigation.
Yes.
Can I press a button? Do a
Can
thing?
I assist you?
Okay, well, the trail of the thief is easy to follow. The thief clearly broke in through the back door.
Hmm.
Giggity giggity. Giggity goo.
Well, I guess we
I'm
should-
Good
glad
thing
I
you
had
had that.
advantage.
Alright.
Whoa, 1 second. Gotta hit that
With the
special
nat
button.
one,
Boop.
the beast did
No,
everything
that-
end of the
He
game.
had a
No, I know.
advantage.
I know. You guys said that many times. It was a joke. 19. All right. Well, so originally the back door to the university was locked with a 1-inch thick iron door and had a very superior lock on it, but now it's just been kind of shattered into like you look at it and because it's laying on the ground, there's a rudimentary oak door in place now, but the 1-inch thick iron door that used to be in place has a giant crater in the middle of it.
That's surprising.
It has been completely shattered off of its hinges, and this swung outwards.
Amadeus, how often do you have to? How often do your people have to deal with book thieves?
From the university, every 5 years, 10 years, maybe. The There are very few people that can actually read the books and can't afford to actually just join the university.
Hmm. Stray, is that just? I'm just like, it seems a little weird that a library would have such a fucking heavy duty fucking door. Like that's the kind of thing you see for a bank, right?
Yeah, but this is a university, not the library.
Okay, yeah, but the university library door.
This is the back door to the antiquities department.
Ah, okay. It makes
This,
a little.
this branch of university, it's... You've seen the weapon I conjure, haven't you, Scratches?
I mean, have I actually? Yes, 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 I have.
There are similar artifacts in here that,
Ooh, maybe we
in
should.
certain hands, could provide massive arcane power, could possibly blow up half the city, or could, you know, devour the soul of a child and make them eat the flesh of other children.
Maybe we should secure some of those. You know, for the investigation.
No, we sh... Well, they should be secured, but the university has them under security.
I mean, their door is broken, so that's up for debate. Still, I'm only
They've
mostly
put up a
joking.
new one.
All right, so we're in the antiquities, and the door was just fucking wrecked. It is a normal sized door, though, right?
I mean, yeah.
And Valley was a super huge boy, wasn't he?
Yes.
Big boy.
Could he have easily gone through the
He's
door?
large. No, he would have had to crouch.
Okay, but he would have been able to go through the door without having to, like, bust down the entire wall.
Yeah, he didn't cave in the entire door, the entire wall. He just, kind of popped a squat.
Fair enough.
Hmm.
But what about all the other artifacts? Like, how closely are they packed together?
They don't really keep a lot of artifacts around here. Well, these are antiquities, not artifacts. There's a difference.
Okay, antiquities.
It's a lot of right now you're in like a high ceilinged workshop. There's library. I guess it could double as a library, but it's not really the library. It's a staggering array of books, scrolls, map, and curios, including shrunken heads, tribal masks. Hang on. Oh no, this sneeze is betraying me. Oh. Ah, it's just tingling there now. Ah,
The
Go blow your
worst.
nose.
it betrayed me.
Seriously, go blow your nose real quick.
Okay, I'm good. All right. So, tribal masks, bits of pottery lie scattered all over the floor, apparently pulled from the shelves. The room is otherwise crowded with overturned tables, desks, and cabinets.
Hmm. I'll ask one of the officers on the scene. What again was missing? What was taken again? I don't remember.
Only one thing. A relative. You were told by the professor that it was honestly a relatively useless artifact. It's a sea sage effigy.
The what sage effigy?
Sea sage. Sea sage is one word, spelled how you would think. Sea and sage made into one word.
Oh, so it's like a thing from it's a thing for worshiping, what's it called? That one god.
So it's nothing more than a worship object for
I mean,
sea,
Sea Sage is chthonic, Cthulhu-y.
Oh,
He is unsure of where Dr. Crow told you that he was unsure of where the statuette originally came from, but he knows it's been part of the department's collection for many, many years. Physically, it's a murky green statuette depicting a grotesque creature writhing with tentacles. He admits that he found the effigy fascinating, as it appeared to be an anomaly, an idol of some sort that did not seem to correlate to the worship of any known divine being.
Yeah, it doesn't look like something Gosray would like.
I mean, honestly, he privately suspects the statuette depicts something only whispered of in ancient legends of Galarian, and then he'll just whisper, "The Dark Tapestry."
hmm.
Anyone can make a religion check if you want to figure out what that is.
I'll do that if someone can help.
Religion or history. I would accept also history.
Let me see if I have either of those. I have neither.
I'm a Amadeus is probably pretty good at those checks.
I rolled a 14 myself. So it
Okay.
looks like Cass knows, and maybe I have a hint, and that's
Everyone
it.
step aside.
Oh, fucking you.
Whatever.
Yeah.
All right. You don't know much about it. This is one of those unknown whispering secrets that you've all. Cassidy's a learned fellow, right? He doesn't know why he knows this stuff, but he's fairly well read. The very little is known of the Dark Tapestry, the darkness between the stars, where inhabitants of Galarian believe that true madness lies. This is what most of you believe, anyways. Most of you already know that the Dark Tapestry is something that you just call where the darkness between the void, and people will make up stories about void whales and stuff like that. Cass knows that there are few beings actually able to survive in the vast cold void of space, but they are too alien for even the gods to comprehend. From what you've read, it's a no bueno thing.
I see.
Hmm.
We should just ignore that.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the void gives me heebie-jeebies.
Well, what about footprints or any other sign of other people being around here?
I
I
mean,
s-
aside from the very, very, very large footprints of the beast, there are so many footprints from the struggle with it and its captors. It took like 30 men to bring him down.
So, footprint evidence does actually match Varley, yeah?
Yes, it's definitely him.
What about magic? Does anybody here have any magical senses? I don't know how that works, but maybe
Um,
some evidence left behind.
what do you want us to try to sense?
I don't know. How does magic work? Can you trace somebody by their magical signature or something?
I think we're a little
Not normally.
inexperienced for that.
Hmm. I suppose.
There is a spell I have heard of about detecting magic, but it doesn't. It doesn't tell you who cast it or really much about that. It just tells you the lingering evidence of a spell.
Suppose that was a bit too optimistic. All right, then. What about the method? What about the path of destruction from where Valley entered in?
What about it?
Where does it lead? Anywhere special?
It leads up to the curio case where the sea sage effigy was kept.
Hmm.
It
I guess.
appears to be a very direct line.
I guess we'll examine at least that part real quick. Anything strange about it?
Sure, make a perception check.
Oop. Aw.
Nah, it's all good. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
Just a normal curio case.
I'll run my fingers under the back of it, see if there are any latches or so on.
Say that one more time? You kind of cut out for me.
I'll run my fingers over the back of the case, see if there are any hidden latches or so on.
There don't appear to be any.
Cheryl looks up at the ceiling. Do you see anything?
Oh, dicks carved into the ceiling. No. It appears to be a high vaulted ceiling in the classic Gothic style that you Europeans were so fond of for 1500 years.
Hmm.
Not 1500, like try fucking 300.
I'm fairly certain you guys didn't stop building stuff like that. For
We
God's
We
sake,
totally
did.
got.
It annoys me. It makes me actually sad.
Thought you stopped
you
building a bunch of dicks.
we literally just commissioned, like, within the last 10 years, a bunch of your sculptors to build a cathedral in that exact style, and there was like an actual competition because people still build buildings like that.
But we didn't actually work out how to successfully build arches in the Gothic style until like the 1400s. Before that, every time we tried, they fucking fell down and killed everyone.
Well, I mean, you know, back when never mind. I do like one of my favorite British self-deprecations was from the this history show, and they were like, yeah, so we were finally free from the tyranny of the Romans and were able to create our own world as we pleased, and so we immediately plunged into the Dark Ages.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about accurate.
There was running water
Close.
back then, and everyone's like, nah, bro, Dark
Mm.
Ages.
Well,
Close enough for a uni trial.
So,
Well-
do any of you actually have detect magic? If you want to detect magic, is a thing.
I sure don't.
I sure
I have
don't.
identify, but
Don't bards have like every spell though?
I mean, I don't have it personally. It's on my spell list.
So you'd have to wait till like tomorrow.
No, bards are spells known casters, not
Oh,
prep.
for some
Well,
reason I thought they were prep casters.
Not since
No.
second edition. We ain't.
Weird. Okay.
I guess I'll ask.
The cleric possibly could do it tomorrow.
What do you want me to do tomorrow?
Detect
Uh,
magic.
That sounds like nerd work to me.
Okay,
Nerds.
then I suppose I can at least ask if there was any people on the scene when Valley apparently broke in.
Well, when he broke in, there an alarm spell went off, and like he was swamped by like 30 guards. Do you want to talk to like 30 guards?
Sure. Let's talk to one of the guards who was around then. What was the situation like?
I mean, they broke in. It broke in. They found him in a daze, standing in the library. They tried to apprehend him. It went into a rage, and then everything got broke.
Everything got broke.
Did it actually hurt anyone?
I mean, yes.
Oh.
No one's dead, but they attacked it, and it attacked back. Lots of snapped limbs. Poor Billy was 2 days from retirement.
Ooh. None of the evidence certainly here
You
is
totally cut out.
none of the evidence here is certainly looking up in any way. Too many footsteps to determine who exactly was here, and just a path of carnage.
These larger ones match.
Okay.
Valley.
Now, let's do some tracking work at least. His footprints are easily identifiable from the door he broke down, but what about before then? Can we follow a path of his his walkway?
I'd be surprised if they last long, Scratches. If he was decent enough to walk along the streets, then by the time we reach a main road, it'll be ridden over by horses. And a
You're right. You're right.
person like that will doubtless have the ability to jump from rooftops.
Oh, if it's from rooftops, that makes it easier. I have something of a talent of being able to at least sift through roof work. Don't ask me why.
Then, oh, perhaps we will be actually lucky here.
That is, of course,
Um,
assuming he even used the roof.
Mm.
But yes, let's see if we can't figure out where his
Given his reputation, he couldn't have gone by the regular streets alone. If he came here of his own volition and wasn't transported by the Whispering Way, then, well, then he will have come by rooftops.
suppose so. Let's try to see if we can't check that pathway. Is there anything we can see?
That sounds like a survival check or investigation.
I am bad at both of those.
I can help out with
Who el-
investigation.
And who can actually get up to the rooftops? Is the
Scratches his
question.
Uh,
You have a
Cast
spider that can
thinking.
climb up walls,
Can survive.
Oh yeah, we also.
and Cher can fly.
Sure.
Definitely wasn't jumping around rooftops.
Flap, flap, flap. Check, check, check.
Lot of
Flap, flap down.
lot of
Nope.
pigeon shit though.
Those roofs up there are gross.
What about just pathway? Maybe he didn't walk a normal trodden path. Is there any trail left that we can follow?
Don't know. Say, does
That
Leopardstadt
sounds
have
like
an
he
underground?
That seems like a thing I should try rolling at.
yeah.
Stray, what would you call it for, well, actually, I have lived here for the past 10 years.
I'll just tell you. Remember Leipstadt? Lepidstadt was built over it. There's catacombs.
Yes,
But
there was a city underneath this. It had a much more musical name, Leipstadt. But it was destroyed in the war with the Whispering Tyrant. What remained was built over. It's now the catacombs of Lepidstadt.
First, I want to see if we can't just follow his path normally before we make some clever assumption about how he came here. After all, if he was brutish enough to just smash through the door, he probably didn't care about what evidence he left behind under mind-altering effects.
It's been days, nigh on a week, Scratches.
Yes, certainly something that would muddy normal footprints, but if he dragged his feet or went through or caused some destruction on the way, we might be able to follow something. It's worth a look at least.
Very well. Well,
And it'll be easier to find than some secret underground catacomb.
true enough. And you were the one that was here while while Varley was captured.
Yes. Actually, remind me again, Stray, was I there when he broke in?
You were what's it called? Comatose? Comatose?
Fair
I'll go
enough.
with comatose.
If only I was there at the university when he broke in, maybe I could have found out what happened then and there. But I was totally away from the university, nowhere near close to it.
Well, you were the first to hear what happened of all of us.
Yes, but I know nothing better than the rest of you. Just one day he was captured, and everybody was rejoicing that they finally captured the beast. So yeah, I guess we'll make a quick survival check to see if there's any obvious path that still exists.
Okay, so have you ceased your investigations inside and now you're all outside? Is what I'm getting at.
Yes.
Okay. So, go ahead.
Shara, survival, please.
Well, for me, oh, come on, man. Now, I have used up my allocated allotment of competency, I'm afraid.
I guess I will try an investigation roll. Nope, I never had any competency in the first place.
And if you
Yes, you were
if you had
definitely
asked for the investigation, you could have gotten at least me assisting, but no.
Yes, you were definitely pounded against that tree over there.
It's a nice tree. I looked at it and like, that looks like a pounding tree. And then you go, yeah, that's a pounding tree. Alright. Investigation complete.
Okay. So since I couldn't assist Scratches, I want to roll my own investigation. Does anyone want to assist me? Dodrim, Cass, Loa.
Yeah,
Save
sure.
is not paying attention anymore.
I'm sorry, I am trying to finish this up. What's going on?
Investigations.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have it trained?
Okay,
I
I'm just
guess
going
I'll
to
have
assume.
assisted him.
Yeah,
I mean, I assumed that was
so 21. While incredibly faint and honestly almost impossible to determine at this point, you find large footsteps leading from the university to outside this way.
Outside which way, sorry?
Basically, the footsteps come into the university from here.
Whereas from
Very
here, though?
large, booted ones.
We can't
I'm
see.
not. Oh, I was on the GM info layer again.
Okay,
There we
so
go.
from the south, was it?
Yes.
Oh. Hmm.
How far along can we follow those tracks?
Oh, they disappear quite quickly.
Ah,
Unfortunately, it's been several days.
it has been. Unfortunately, the library is not as conclusive as I was hoping.
But it.
I suppose I only have one more question for the people who are here. Was anybody actually when the alarm was rung, did anybody actually see any four men in men in robes coming towards the library?
Uh, n- they kind of look at each other, and then the guards look at each other, and then look at all the students who all have like long black student robes. Yes.
Any particular students who were coming towards who stayed on the scene?
Scratches.
I know, I'm trying.
I think this is a question that needs to be brought up at the grave charge, not here. Among those who actually arrested Varley.
I mean, there were guards who were around here, right? I mean, we're around during the time, right?
I mean, yeah, but they were all in the guard room further into the university
Okay.
playing cards. No one really attacks the university. So it's not like guard patrols and stuff like that. They're they're just here to protect the antiquities. Why would you attack a bunch of nerds? They're nerds.
I guess I'll have to
so you can
ask.
steal their lunch money.
I guess I'll have to go around and ask those nerds then. I can just make a quick roll for that. See if I can find anybody who was on the scene and what they saw.
Are you going to ask your nerds or just anyone you see?
I'm going to ask the university nerds, but I have plenty of nerds who have already sexed it up in my back pocket. So,
That was what Stray was asking.
That's literally what I just had.
oh, I thought you meant our party.
I mean, these are not mutually exclusive, but
This is true, but I would have said your party, not your nerds.
Oh, well, yeah, I assume. But yeah, I'll ask my nerds then.
I mean, you ask your nerds, and then as soon as it falls out of your mouth, you flash back, and at least two of them were already inside of you.
I mean, were they on the scene?
They
On
were
ins-
on your scene. They don't they they don't remember anything but a blur of like pink fur.
Well, I mean, can I ask around for anybody who wasn't there at that night, who I wasn't banging at that night, but has been around the university for a while? Surely someone must have seen something.
No, I mean this isn't really near the dorms. The dorms are like over here. The break-in was like over here. It's like on the other side of campus.
Oh boy.
Everyone you talk to is just, you know, either in their room or listening or listening intently or finding beeswax to shove in their ears so they can study.
Well, suppose that this.
So,
Mhm.
who was it that actually found Vali? Was it like
The
a
contingent
patrol
of
from the
guards.
church or
No,
the
I told you. I've
university?
said like 3 times. An alarm spell went off, and the university guards descended upon him.
Yeah, but you've also said a couple of times, like, the church is tied very closely to the university, so.
Yeah, well, the alarms aren't exactly hand in hand with the university. Most people aren't daft enough to attack the university when there are, grave knights just hanging out next door doing their thing.
But when the alarm goes off,
Yeah,
the Grave Knights would be one of the first to respond, yes?
they
were.
were. They were the second to respond. The first to respond were the actual guards for the college. The second were the grave knights. The third were the city guard.
So, uh, while, Scratches is poking at, all of his lays, I will want to, make my way to the university barracks.
I mean, there's not really like a barracks for how many guards they are.
Well,
There just are in the.
where, where they're, where the guards are headquartered, you know.
Aren't the guards around
Um,
the scene the ones who were?
okay, do you want to know where they sleep or where they're headquartered? Because they're headquartered in the university proper. Like these guys are rent-a-cops.
Yeah. Aren't
Yeah,
the guards
but
who were around the scene the ones who were the at I aren't the guards who were around the scene the ones who subdued Valley?
The Grave Charge Knights subdued Valley
Yeah, but weren't
because
the
they actually have Paladin.
okay, then yes, I want to go to the Grave Charge and speak to them about it.
Okay, because the Rent-a-Cops tried, but the Rent-a-Cops' bones are
soft
frail and easily snapped.
Yeah.
They need more. They need to drink more milk.
Then yes, I want to go to the Grave Charge and speak to my bros.
I mean, look at me. I drink plenty of white stuff, and none of my bones have ever broken.
No,
I mean, it
Scratches
doesn't.
milk.
It honestly doesn't help that they basically while away the day getting drunk and playing cards. So the Grave Knights, actually had Paladin levels, so they were able to actually subdue the beast.
Hail, brothers. I hear tell that you've gotten into some mischief without me. And the famed beast. What, well, the good fellow I was traveling to see, he entrusted me with some things and some friends, and one of them, yeah, good Justice Daramed seems to think that, well, the abomination needs a trial.
Well, every creature is due its due before they meet Pharasma.
Mm. And yet she thinks this thing is innocent. And
Which crime, brother?
Well, where shall we start? But when the first two she has herself offered little defense for, but the burning of the asylum? It seems likely the beast came there by accident. And while it may have been raised there, it had little ill intention. The
What
poor
had been raised
thing
where?
has no the beast raised at the asylum.
You have no evidence that that was. Wait.
I know I don't have that evidence.
Okay, I'm just making sure you didn't hear me say that because I never said that.
The poor thing has no memory of that occurrence. It's what it does remember. It's saving a child from drowning, and then running into a bunch of robed men, and then waking up in a library, fighting its way out of it. The creature is mad. And what's worse, one of the fellows I've been traveling with has given it a name.
Eh, brother, you are the. Aside from the High Chaplain, the only permanent residents of this abode. We Grave Knights travel a lot, and you know how these mm, locals are with their superstitions. I honestly find it hard to believe that such a creature could commit all these acts, but then again, it is a foul looking thing, and I suspect not brought into this world naturally.
Mm.
I would suggest perhaps finding whoever created it.
Tell me, brother, have you seen it yourself?
Indeed, I have. I was the one who subdued it. Well, me and four other brothers and sisters.
Are they still here, or have they gone on missions for the goddess?
Ah, they are asleep, brother. They had the night vigil.
Ah,
There have been strange occurrences at the graveyard. The boneyard, I should say. About a mile
truly,
north of
here
here.
as well.
Hmm. About a mile north of Marast.
Did you get the letter I sent about Harrowstone?
I did indeed, brother. We have sent a contingent of knights to deal with anything that remains. I mean, surely you've noticed we aren't exactly bustling at the moment. Sister
True
Leona
enough.
herself has gone.
But, but, but there are disturbances here as well. It sits ill with me, and this beast, it is. You're likely right. Whoever created it is doubtless to blame, but it's been charged with ill deeds and good deeds alike. I know little what to think about the thing. The man. It is. It could very well be the monster that it is acclaimed, and I do not know what to acclaim it as, but well, when you subdued it, did it fight back?
It did indeed.
Ah,
I asked about that.
I think she means we go in there for work instead of.
And did it leave you or our brothers and sisters any permanent injury?
Asked that as well. Broken bones.
Uh, Nothing that I could not cure, brother. And he'll raise a gauntleted fist and it'll glow with holy energy. You would know this as lay on hands. I can tell you this with all certainty, brother. While it appears to be made of different parts, it is most certainly not undead.
Mm.
Not undead.
Yes, yes. I knew as well myself. I could look on it and not want to destroy it. But uh, him, look on him. I am sorry. A member of my party is quite insistent about these matters. But it disturbs me that Vali fought this way and yet was willing to be subdued and was so easily caught when all of its other crimes, his other crimes, were almost, no. You know what I mean, brother.
You are greatly confused. It did not come willingly or easily. It had to be bound by mystical chains which we conjured forth.
No. But it was caught easily. When in every other case, there is no culprit to be certain, there is no evidence left. Where here, his footprints remain, his trail. We followed well until the site of a battleground.
I see what you mean. By easily, you mean this is the first confirmed case he's come into the city,
Yes.
and not on the outskirts, like in the river.
Yes. The other charges, it has been seen before, but this is the first time it has been seen and caught and entrapped in the city, and other crimes laid at the feet of this beast. Even if they are not being tried here today, it is well known the beast committed them, and they do not match Vali. Not in the slightest.
Then it sounds like you have a mystery on your hands, brother.
Indeed. And I am charged with part of the defense of this valley. I may call upon you in the court, brother, to give your evidence as to you subdued him, and how subduing him differed from the other crimes that the beast might be accused of.
Provided I am not at the boneyard, yes.
What ill happens at the boneyard, brother?
Only disturbed remains and tales of a flying creature.
My companions and I may have further questions for you, but for now, this has been an exceedingly long day. May the goddess watch over you, and if you die in your sleep, bring you to her bosom.
Grey Lady watch over you. Alright. And Amadeus will walk back to you guys.
How'd it go?
I sort of figured I was doing that at the end of the day, and I was gonna be going to bed after that.
Well, that's where you thought wrong.
But okay. It was certainly Vali. There's no question that we cannot build any defense that it was on anyone else. But
I mean, I could have told you that.
sure you could. But my brothers agreed that the crimes Vali is charged with do not match all of those that have been accredited to the beast.
So there's at least someone here with a little bit of sense. Also, I see you saving, but it seems we've exhausted the potential leads of this crime scene. We're going to have to end up traveling anyways.
Oh well.
Yes.
Seeing as though we only have the 3 days, I suggest we don't waste time and start getting on the road for what was the small hamlet called again? No, not the farming hamlet, the swamp. Moristad.
There's Moristad, yes. There is the abandoned village that's up at the tippy top. I'll bring you guys back over to the map.
There's
Yes, tippy top.
Morast and there's Hugstack.
Let's go to
And
Morstad. At least
then
this week.
there's the asylum.
Let's go to a place with
Yes.
people.
I mean, so Morstad, yes.
Yes.
Well, it is getting nighttime. Are you going to go out at night?
But that was kind of why I thought I was just gonna be going to bed.
I mean, I suppose if we can sleep early enough and wake up early enough. If I suppose we can wake up early enough. Then I suppose we'll sleep. When you say it's getting late, what do you mean? Like, how late is it?
Like 8 o'clock?
Ah, that's like so many hours we're wasting.
Yeah,
That's
but
like
in
my
adventure,
bedtime.
I'm
Yeah,
not wasting
don't
it.
go
I'm
to
going
sleep.
to a fucking tavern.
Yeah, but you're weird, Savin.
I'm talking but in adventure eras, in Fantasyland, most people don't go roaming the swamps at night.
Fine.
Unlike us in civilized, boring technology
Mm.
world,
Where we
just
have
stay up
like
all night.
easily portable light sources.
I mean, most of us have dark
We
vision
have-
anyways.
60
Yeah.
whole feet of dark vision, and then it's pitch black.
120.
Whatever, you fucking nerd.
The point is that the usual thing is that we wouldn't want to be caught unawares by monsters of the night, and we wouldn't have that problem. But I suppose even if we did get there late, people would be asleep anyway, so at most we'd just be able to wake up the next morning and ask questions if we could find somewhere to
Yeah.
stay.
Yeah.
So fine, we'll go to bed and we'll wake up like super early and we'll start traveling.
Sounds good to me. I'll head straight back to the church and fucking grab a cot and sleep in it.
Lol.
Grab a cock and sleep in it.
Come with me, Cass.
Hmm?
There's an ass emergency, and you're the cut Oz.
What?
What?
We have many nerds to sleep with.
What? Oh, what? No, hold on.
I start dragging Cass along.
Cass, slaps your hand away.
You can try.
I mean, Cass isn't gonna let you just drag him off to Rape Town.
What are you talking about? There's no rape town. It's all consensual, Lovin.
Oh my
It's
god.
not, though. Cass does not consent.
Cass completely consents.
No, that's not how it works.
Cass is like
You
an
can't
anime.
just tell the man that he consents. That's not how
Cass
that
is
works.
like that's how that works
Scratches,
in
make
anime.
make a will save or wisdom saving throw.
It's fun.
Oh god,
Damn
he
it.
consents. Look out.
Cass is an adorable trap anime. You just
Make another one.
you just have to keep going until he says until Yamate
You've
becomes
got 2 suggestions?
Hell yeah, I do. Keep trying.
Okay,
There we go. Cass is gonna use his last spell slot of the day to tell you that no, you want to let me go, and then you're gonna go find somewhere to sleep all by yourself and just think nice pure thoughts to yourself.
I'm becoming
Good
pure.
boy.
Cass will wriggle out of your grip. Good boy. And he'll give you a little peck on the cheek and then scurry off.
that doesn't
Run
sound reasonable.
away.
I don't know. That doesn't sound reasonable to me.
How did that sound reasonable?
But fine, I'll let Cass escape his butt pounding for now.
For now.
I mean,
You just have to keep going until Yamate becomes
Sugoi.
Yeah.
Somebody convince him that he and Kenter aren't exclusive.
Oh, fine. I sleep peacefully without causing an orgy, and we wake up nice and early to get on our
It's
travel.
fine. We suggest the dwarf marries Scratches so he forces him into a monogamous
Yeah, you know,
relationship.
to make a real woman out of him.
Actually, speaking of the dwarf, what has Dodram been doing this whole time?
He's probably walking around being ashamed of you guys and me, us. Oh,
I can't get drunk.
No wonder he's down to 4 kegs.
Just
tried so
4, you
hard.
poor man. We need to get this dwarf more alcohol.
Yeah.
But let us continue on to travel. Alright.
So we wanted to go to Morstad
Morstad.
first.
Yes.
I have written this Morast.
Morast.
But,
Morat.
More ass. We need more ass. Oh my god,
Man,
yeah,
there
yeah.
are just so many great puns. If I had just made this a porny game.
We could have gone to Raven Group.
I'm glad. No, don't pun. Don't pun, please.
Rigid wood.
We've been over this already. Shut up. It's worse that you're saying it twice.
Oh, I didn't do that one last time.
Yes, you did.
No one of us.
I don't remember
need
it, so it didn't happen.
I need to step away for a couple of minutes and use the bathroom.
Sure.
You people disgust me.
Unless there's any encounters we meet on the road.
Well, I think I'm also going to use the restroom. And then someone compete for rolling me a D100.
Hmm.
A what?
A mysterious D100. You said.
Damn it, so close. So close.
Someone step aside.
Ah, 69 is so good too!
It is.
I always save that one for special encounters when no one's ever rolled it for random encounters. And I only
Special
needed one, so I'm
occasion.
gonna take Cassidy's. But I'll be right back.
So, like, is it multiple horses pulling your carriage, Snip?
2 draft horses.
2 drafties. Yeah, cool. I can probably just flap along.
I haven't named them yet. Oh god, I gotta name them.
Oh man, I can't wait to go get some chicken. Today was a weird day.
Chicken.
Yes.
Okay.
I got shit all done today and I feel bad. Photoshop, no.
But what has Photoshop done to you?
Photoshop has touched me in places I can never tell.
Oh, well, that's bad.
I also think Photoshop has killed my RAM.
Probably that's what it does. That's what it is like. Half of what it is
Photoshop
designed to
does.
do.
How?
No.
There's enough punching in this campaign.
There will be.
One punch them.
There'll be more punching soon.
Alright, 68.
We get nothing.
Oh man. Just short of Fairy Corgory too.
But that one was so good.
Nothing happens and we continue on peacefully.
That's not how that works. That's not how any of this works.
Although Fairy Corgory was the best.
Was the what? Sorry?
Fairy Corgory was the breast.
A fairy corgulary. Fairy corgulary.
I don't know
Just
that.
so long as I understood.
It was a
you
fairy
said
riding a corgi.
breast.
Oh! Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be adorable.
Yeah, well, it was a reoccurring thing in Stray-Finder.
Ah.
Because in Irish legend, fairies ride corgis into battle, and so there was a fairy, what is it called, cavalier, who rode around on top of a corgi, and was very useful in several combats.
Um, excuse me just a few minutes.
No.
Well, yes, shush.
Yeah, the
Um,
top art is what I used for her. It was pretty great. Now, hang on, guys. This page's not loading.
Look out, the battle raccoons are coming.
I like
They're
corgis.
great.
I would like them more if they had normal legs.
and not tiny
I
little
I
squatter
adore their
legs,
little stubbinses.
little stubby legs.
I just
Eh,
I can't look at a dog like that and not think, this is proof that intelligent design is just a horrible idea.
Oh no, I get that whenever I look at a fucking Chihuahua.
Yeah, that too.
I'm just confused as to because they're herding dogs, right? W- Clearly, the short legs were bred for a purpose. What purpose was that?
I mean, haven't we fucked with corgi genetics so much that they've completely changed to what they were initially? Like, isn't
No,
that
no, they look basically the same as when they were used as sheepdogs.
Hmm.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I had to throw this map together really quick. I didn't actually.
Maybe
have
they
this-
were supposed to use those little legs to walk under the sheep.
Maybe that also makes sense because they're
'Cause
like
I
a
know
Welsh herding dog.
I know my spaniel will walk underneath Tosh.
Tosh.0.
Mm-hmm. She's short enough that she can just duck her head and get between her legs. Oh god, an encounter.
All right. And as you're walking through the woods, you guys see a series. The path seems to completely disappear beneath you, and you see a group of glowing lights.
That's weird. Look, that. Am I anyone seen like just a weird corner of this map is overlapping with the tree?
Yes.
Weird.
Oh well.
That wasn't supposed to be that way. Hang on. Two front.
There we go. All as well. Look out, the floor is eating the trees. The real monster was the tree all along.
Well, I know what to do with a bunch of glowing lights, so Cass will step forward and sing them the song of their own people and cast Fairy Fire on them.
But the hell are we doing?
Saying hello to the
I
lights.
found a bunch of floating glowing lights, so I decided to cover them in glitter.
Yeah, that seems about right. I mean, I can't disagree with his logic.
Okay.
Guess while you're doing that, I'm just gonna spend an action to, conjure my glaive. Sure.
I'm gonna use my what's it called? The sacred weapon, just to make sure. Yeah. Okay.
Why are you guys getting ready to fight? I just wanted to show them some glitter.
I am getting ready to shoot a motherfucker. I don't trust him.
And I see the turn order.
As a side note, they do need to make dex saves.
It does. I guess they do. Dexterity.
Wow.
Oh.
20.
Oh.
Get fucked. Also, geez, 19 plus 9. Goddamn. Wow. Everyone rolled really well for their initiative.
Except me. I rolled like dog shit.
You rolled
Also,
fairly average.
Cass rolled 8.16, rolled
eight.
like an 11? Yep. Also, when I said Cass, I meant scratches, but, names and words are difficult.
It's true. They are.
Oh, I thought
How
I
the
clicked
fuck is Scratch's initiative that high? Jesus.
He's an assassin, but
Oh,
you
right.
get, like... Yeah.
They get a stupid huge bonus.
Like +5 or
Alright.
something.
Amadeus. These things radiate undead.
I was muted. Assassins don't get bonuses to initiative. I took alert.
Oh.
Whatever.
Also, what the fuck do you mean, Amadeus? It's Dodrum who goes first.
I'm just saying that you know this.
Okay. Sorry,
Okay.
sorry.
Dodrim,
They
what are you doing?
radiate undead, yeah?
Yes.
I'm gonna move on ahead and aim my crossbow at them, preparing an action to shoot them if they come any closer.
Okay. Amadeus.
So, you died, and you really thought we would let you keep going. I'm going to use my bonus action to Hexblade's curse on the thing. And then, oh, I already did a thing to conjure my glaive. You know what? I'm actually just gonna do my, hold on. What did I get as my,
First, how drunk are you?
very.
You couldn't
didn't-
tell
you
earlier.
didn't get that from like the half an hour meandering talk? Oops.
I mean,
Why is that?
that's actually just me getting in depth into a character, to be honest.
Not like that though.
I am a little bit suspicious. There's some shit that doesn't sound legit.
Kinatus presses X to doubt.
I'm gonna step up there and as my regular action. Yeah, these look like fuckers. So I'm gonna cast Hex on them.
So you're saying you're gonna hex them up?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna double hex them up. I'm gonna Hexblade hack them up. And I'm gonna hack them up.
Yay!
Bold.
Give these dirty things that everyone already knows what they are because it appears on the turn order. You know what? There's really no point. Let me just kind of reveal name.
Give them the shittening.
No,
deserve.
on the turn order it doesn't show it. It was just when you were rolling the thing.
Well, but it says on the initiative, so let's not beat around the
No,
bush
when you rolled there,
here. The initiative. It says right underneath it.
Yeah,
What
we
they
all
are.
know what it is.
Everyone knows what it is, so it doesn't matter. It's a fairly common D&D enemy. I think they were in first edition, actually, right?
They've been around since at least first, if not OD&D.
So when they enter 10 feet of me, let me know. But for now, that's my turn.
Scratches! You're being attacked by evil lights? Question mark? They were introduced in Greyhawk.
See, OD&D.
Scratches?
He's preparing.
Why am I muted when I think I'm not
Uh,
muted? Okay.
Hi there.
Tabaxi burst to speed, pulling out dual swords. I'm gonna try to alpha strike assassinate it. I'm going to try to swing at the lights as my cat instincts demand me to.
Okay.
Strong opening move.
Oof.
Oh,
No, wait, 14 and
okay.
an 18.
14 and an 18, you say?
Yes.
Oh, both miss.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
This is just going to be a continuous running meme. Well, I'm going to run back now.
I am sorry.
Do you have a thing that stops them from opping you?
Well, I
Yes.
mean, it's...
Isn't that one of your things?
no, I mean,
I
it's
thought
a
you took
surprise.
mobile.
No, I mean, it's the surprise round, isn't it? Oh, wait, it's
No.
not how that works. Okay, that's not how that works.
It's also not a surprise round at all.
Yeah.
It's
It
not.
would work that way if it was a surprise round, but we don't have one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
didn't get the drop on these guys.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good point. Still don't really want to be next to the things.
You're a rogue. Can't you cunning action to just
Yeah,
disengage?
can't
I
you
just used my bonus action to swing twice,
Oh, wow. Rip.
and
Hmm.
an 18 didn't hit, so now I just get to hate my life even more. Right. So I
I'm
need
sorry,
to
they're really small. They have high AC.
I need to move. So I'm just gonna move and risk the oppie.
All right, it's gonna try to bonk you with a melee weapon attack.
It misses.
6. All right, you're good. Loa, undead grossies. No.
Ha! Get fucked. Yeah. Am I standing in its square? It's hard to tell.
I guess it doesn't really matter.
Oh, DCL.
They're
one
all
day.
will-o-wisps, so you can just get close and just start smacking them around. I'm sorry, DCL.
Look, I'll just make a successful alpha strike all the better.
Hiya!
22. Is this
And
a magical attack?
it is because I had I used where is it? Channel Divinity to make my weapon sacred, which
Oh,
means
okay.
it becomes magical for the duration.
Most excellent.
It also
So
gains my charisma modifier. It also is actually 24 to hit, and is that 24? Is that also +2 to damage? No, just attack rolls.
okay. A resounding hit.
Hua!
What's the other 11 for? Oh,
Smite!
the smite. Oh. Okay.
That thing
Okay.
paladins do.
Mm?
Boop.
Do you do anything else?
No, I'm fine. Damn it! I almost
almost
one-shot
did.
it.
After the guy with the one-shot
almost.
mechanic rushed in and it just didn't go right.
You don't have to remind me of my pain.
Okay, it'll just make it when it succeeds that much more special.
I don't think that's how DCL works.
All right. And on its action, it's going to Vomch.
It's gone.
Oh,
Did I kill it? Did I get it? Did I get it?
I think I think I still know where it is.
Can you tell me how that ability works, please?
Yeah, give me just a couple of minutes to open it up. But I think when a Hexblade does a Hexblade cast, they're able to still know where a thing is.
Okay, well, please tell me. And then we'll
Yeah.
move on to Cass.
Sorry, I just
No, I get it. I've had to look up my own
need
stuff
to
too.
find them. Okay, no, I was mixing that up with a later ability.
Okay.
I get extra damage and shit against it, but no, I don't get to know where it is.
Cass.
All right. Well, where to go? Oh, poo. Well, I guess I'll just try and I'm gonna cast a shatter such that it basically afflicts this area here.
Okay.
Do I need to bother
What
rolling
area?
or?
You cast a shatter in that area. Things shatter, but nothing happens.
Okay, yeah. Fiddlesticks.
Shara.
I pet my goat, put it in the bag
Oh.
of safety, and ready in action to blast the next thing to come out and attack us.
Man, I really should have had it target the goat. That would have been
Tragic.
nice and heartbreaking.
That's tragic.
Not the goat. That's so.
Right?
That would be unnecessarily mean.
Dodrim.
Oh, that was easy. Just got it off. I will put my crossbow away and leisurely walk forward. Next
Okay.
turn.
Amadeus.
Alright, I've dropped a couple of fuck you spells on the thing. I'm gonna take a step this way and I'm going to get ready to, prepare an action as soon as, the wisps of light reappear. Send an eldritch blast down their throat.
Kai. Scratches.
Dodge action.
Okay. Loa.
Okay. It hasn't. Wait a minute. Wait. Hang on. I got.
Okay. It appears to be. Hang on, let me make sure that. There we go. Show to others. It appears to be standing behind Shara. Wow, I say standing, floating.
I'll little gasp, and we'll quickly turn around. Cheryl, look out! Behind you!
Huh?
It's behind you!
What? Let's go. I got ready actions. All is well.
Is that all you do? Is that it like an action?
Yeah.
That's my thing. That's my action.
Okay. And indeed, if I could ever do this, here we go. Vomch. And I believe everyone's ready to action to go off before it can attack.
Clap.
Is that
It is.
Many?
Yeah.
So
actually? Okay, never mind. Nobody cares.
let's see if it. What's going on?
DCL what?
I was confused on the ready to action rules because I thought in 5e they happen kind of weirdly simultaneously, so a ready to action doesn't stop an attack from happening.
I asked last time, and according to Saven, ready to actions happen first, and then your actions happen, and then other actions happen afterwards. But that's how it worked in Pathfinder. Yes, that's why I was confused. Pathfinder, it was simultaneous. Apparently, 5th edition, ready to actions happen first, and then you take your action as normal.
So,
I mean, the thing is,
side note,
Uh-huh.
if Shara's guiding bolt goes off first, do I get advantage on my Eldritch Blast?
I mean, sure, if you want to blast something that's already dead. I mean, it's simultaneous, so if you want to hit it again.
I mean, in the player's handbook, it says a reaction occurs after the trigger happens. So I guess.
This is something that it was brought up, and there was some things that Jeremy Crawford said about
See, the trigger is make
what
an
the
attack
trigger.
or like
Yeah.
appears or something. You can
Yeah.
rules lawyer your way around it pretty
No, that's what I
easily.
meant. Like, if the trigger is you appear, or like after something appears, then yeah.
So, in any event, we had this discussion last week, and I'm 100% certain that we ruled ready to actions go off first, and then you take your action. Ready to act. Shara's guiding bolt went off first, and dropped it to, let's see, negative 12 hit points.
Wow, you're within
Not that
one.
it matters because it's undead. Yes.
Path. Oh.
Will-O-Wisp have 19 AC and 22 hit points, and have amazing resistances. They're resistant to acid, cold, fire, necrotic, thunder, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks, immune to lightning and poison, and immune to exhausted, grappled, paralyzed, poisoned, prone, restrained, and unconscious.
Doesn't work
But
well with
against
2
you,
high
though.
rolls, though.
Or, a paladin who
Yeah, bap.
basically knocked it down to 1 health with, just a swing.
I guess they didn't like my fairy fire.
Oh.
Is everyone okay?
Pokes that out. Seems like no one was harmed this time.
Well, I'm sorry if I evoked them. I could have sworn they'd like that.
I don't think these were fairies because they were dead spookers.
All I wanted
Mm,
was one thing punchable to jump us. And thing with stumble.
I'm a little worried.
Why?
When we were traveling up to Leopardstadt, and then this,
I mean, we are.
Wieland. Excuse me, 2 minutes.
Okay.
All I wanted was
I mean,
to
we
punch
are, and you.
something in the face.
I understand that feeling, Doldrum. I understand all too well. I mean, we are in Ustalov. It should be no surprise that there are dangerous creatures on the road.
Exactly. And
What
we
were
have
you
a
saying, Merzendi?
punchable one.
Mers apparently is BRB.
Is that what she said? Okay.
yes.
I couldn't hear with all the talking.
I do have to congratulate you on your bravery there, Scratches. You ran right up to them and gave them a four. Just, didn't quite hit any of them there, but I was
Oh,
good.
It's the thought that
I'm
counts.
back now.
We appreciate that you tried.
And it's not entirely your fault. They have ridiculously high IC, even more than someone in plate armor.
I'm gonna reach down, grab Scratches, and pull him up and give him a good noogie. Yeah, there you go. You'll get the next one.
I do think that with the damnable spirit on our way up to Leopardstadt and then this, Wieland has... Well, it is Ustalav, as you said, but this is a little more monstrous than it has been for some years.
Is it?
I'll take your word for it, I guess. But I mean, these are some pretty low tier spookers.
It's not monstrous enough. I need to kill something.
All right, maybe next time.
Sure enough.
Okay. He's a
Shall
dwarf.
No.
Okay. Do you need a hug or something?
I want to punch something.
Are you a battle rager or a guardian, Snippy? Ancestral
I
spirit,
wanted to be a battle rager with spiky armor, but it
Oh,
didn't
okay.
seem nearly as fun. Let's just assume the ancestor spirits are very angry right now.
He's a dwarf. Of course, he's feeling.
Are
care
they
without any
are they
blame.
angry at you for not fighting and not punching things?
Yes, they're angry because I'm not
Oh.
fulfilling a great destiny as a warrior. Instead of fuffing around Nustalav.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. I'll deal with my old feelings at another time.
Don't be. I hate my ancestors.
Guess what? My ancestors hate everyone back.
I suppose all we can do is continue forward.
Back into the carriage.
Yeah. Or in my case, climbing back onto the fuzzy butt. The comfiest place for travel naps.
Still, keep an eye out.
Nope, already taken a nap.
No one listens to what I say.
Well, I guess if we're all alright, we can just move.
Heck yeah.
All right. I don't have any tokens of ugly old men. What is wrong with me?
Why
You
would you?
use my token archive? That's
Why would that be something wrong with you?
They're all beautiful women, bishies, and traps.
I don't see a problem with it. What's
But
the problem?
I need ugly old Innsmouthian men.
Yep. Need the villages.
I mean, if you
Don't we-
really want,
I mean, there's a
can
bunch of dirty peasant tokens in there somewhere.
my shit from when I was actually running fucking Call of Cthulhu games.
Fucking flipper-fisted fuckboys that they are.
It's flipper-handed freak children. Get it right. Hands like flippers. Hang on. I forgot to put some very important stuff on this map. Hang on. Listen, these bridges are important, otherwise it doesn't make sense.
Fair enough.
There. Important bridges are done. And let's delete this and add your all tokens. I'm just gonna grab it from. Ah, goddammit. Okay. Objects and tokens. Copy. And paste. Oop. Why is this like this? Thought I fixed this last time. I didn't.
Why? Why are you like this, world?
There we are. No ugly blank space anymore. Can you all see?
Yep.
Where should I be looking for?
Middle to the far right.
Middle. Okay. Sorry. I also have my second meal. So I will maybe be unresponsive for sometimes while I'm eating shit.
What about second breakfast?
Oh, delicious thawed bronkfast.
Taco Bell calls it fourth meal.
Must punch, must punch, must punch, must punch, must punch.
Shush! Snip snaps.
Alright. Let's not go in immediately intending to punch someone in the face there, Dodrim.
Oh, I need to punch something.
No, you don't.
Can't you just punch,
Oh,
I don't
go
know, a tree or
Jerk off
something?
behind a tree. It'll get a
No,
beat
no.
off instead of beat people.
No, here. My hand. Punch it. Please
gonna
don't
punch
break
you.
my wrist, though.
I'll find something proper to punch in the bits. Just you wait.
Oh. Oh, my wrist isn't something proper, sure.
Why don't I have any peasant tokens? Why am I like this?
If you have my token archive, you should have the Monty Python peasants. That's all you
Yes, the
need.
dirty peasant.
That was on my other computer.
Uh,
Save it. Oh,
Actually,
a whole computer ago.
question here. Between the fight with the will-o'-the-wisps and here, will we able to take a short rest?
I mean, that's really up to you, isn't it?
I would
So that's
like
a
to have
yes,
taken
then.
one. Okay, I'll put all my per rest resources back to full.
I'll flap along a little bit of a height at this point. Keep an eye out in case, creepy Innsmouth spearfishers try and stab you in the gutty works.
Hang on, I'm trying to find at least one token.
Sure.
Listen.
No, I know.
It was,
I know.
and every time I scroll down, Roll20 reloads the page. Why? I need to refresh Roll20. This is retarded.
Oh, what a brave party.
Oh, look. I also have a fucking meal to eat, Snaps. So,
You
I'm
have food?
Yes, I have food. But I'm saying now, if initiative or someone turns up, I would be hanging out next to Cass, and you know, if I'm, you know, if my token is not next to him, I would actually be next to him, and my token not being next to him is because I've, been
Right,
distracted by
you're on
fucking...
auto follow.
Yeah, I'm all too funny.
I wish I had meals.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have lost the Fourth Crusade.
That's a good point.
Whoa!
That's a good point. I deserve what's coming to me.
You mean German debt collectors?
Worse.
The Russians?
Worse.
The Turks?
Yes.
Why is it set to? Hmm. Listen, eventually I'll find what I'm looking for. One day.
Eventually, one day.
I honestly had thought I had uploaded it to Roll20 so I could just look it up, but I hadn't, and so now I had the forethought to put to back up all of my images on a flash drive, but Saban doesn't really. He just lists his token archives as folder 1, folder 2, folder 3. So
Excuse me, it's a new folder.
yeah, it's
Hmm.
new folder 1, new folder 2, new folder 3. All right.
And
Here.
I'm finishing up new folder 172 now, so.
Oh, fucking
That doesn't
God.
make it any less of a nightmare.
Here we
Look,
go.
you just search in Roll20 for what you want, and then you find it.
That's true. All of the
They're
tokens
all
are
they're all
named.
named. Don't go looking through the folders.
I didn't save it to begin with is the problem. I
Well,
didn't save
go
every
into the
single one of
folder
your
and
tokens.
use the Windows search function.
I don't remember what your naming conventions. I'm
It's
not
The naming
used.
convention is outright shit.
It's just like cowgirl or peasant or whatever.
One of them is Blue Oracle. How am I supposed to remember that?
Well, does it have blue hair?
Yes.
There you go. Guess what
Got
the
it.
word red means in like 95% of those tokens?
I mean, to be fair, you have the strongest redhead token collection I've ever seen.
It's true. I take great pride in that.
Anyways, so as you guys approach the village, a a man in about a grizzled middle-aged man with dirty red hair and skin the color of swamp mud
Ugh.
comes comes walking out to you. He spits out some sort of weed juice onto the ground. So, what's a bunch of city folk and foreigners like you doing in our town?
Oh my god, I think I'm just done for the day after that.
That's
Instantaneous.
literally no.
that-
I'm dead serious. I can actually copy paste this. This is how they say to talk. How to say to talk like him. Hang on.
No, I
Talk
mean
like some dirty hick.
foreigners. I can't stop.
Foreigners.
Stop.
That's literally from the book.
Oh my god.
Say the fucking foreigners.
Foreigners.
Remind me, this is this
The village where
is
where the beast.
Morest, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Hail, friend. I am a grave watch knight. We come here to investigate the charges laid on the beast of Leopardstad. You're familiar with the creature.
I don't care who you are or where you come from. Just go back over that bridge.
No, no, sir. Don't be like that. Surely you are only so hostile because you are used to people coming and judging you, correct?
Just gives you the flattest look.
Well, look
Why
at
is that cat talking?
Stand back, Scratches.
and let you ramble on again. I think not.
Yes.
My God, get that spider away from me. I thought it was the shine at first.
Friend, do you have any objection to me coming to speak to you?
Oh no, blood red pale boy, you're just damn peachy.
Stop being sarcastic, Hole.
I like this guy.
Now, listen, please. We're here on your side. We have heard reports of a monstrosity killing 10 or more of your menfolk. We want to find what that monstrosity really was, and then we want to destroy it and carry its head back to the town.
It was the beast, boy, you daft. Make a diplomacy check. The
Persuasion?
diplomacy persuasion in this game, yeah. Sorry, I was reading directly from the book.
22.
Wow. He's just going to slowly chew and then spit out more, basically chaw.
Gross. Oh, gross.
Now, I'll let you know what I saw, but you know, a beast is already captured, and I'm due to testify in 2 days. Now listen here. These, at first, it only took lone villagers who were outside at night, but then became bolder and began to attack houses. You'd wake up in the morning and your neighbor would everything look fine from the outside, but you open it up and the entire inside was torn apart, and well, that's just fucked up. So, this only ended when well, I organized the villagers and set a trap. We were lying in wait for the beast to attack just after nightfall. Armed with torches, we attacked and wounded the creature. Huge, hulking thing about 7 foot tall. And he'll say that they, and then we pursued it beyond the village walls where it was attacked by blood caiman. And he'll grin as he recalls his yelled oaths and curses that even the worst woman of the night, Lepidstock, would blush to say as the gator attacked it. Deep bite wound on its shoulder as it dragged the beast underwater. It used a bunch of fancy city boy words as it was buried beneath rather than call it just what we do, swamp lizard. Called it some sort of K-man.
How could the beast have been captured if apparently this swamp lizard was able to eat it?
Ah, Cayman wasn't big enough to eat the whole thing, so must have got away. In any event, that whatever blood that unholy thing bled out is powerful evil stuff. That entire part of the swamp is now dead and blackened. I look forward to seeing the creature burn.
And will-o'-the-wisps.
Yeah,
Things
what
like-
about them?
Are those rising in that part of the swamp?
I mean, a
Cool.
couple. They're more or less rising rather than just attracted to the damn place.
So this
We met some on our journey here.
Well, I'm whoop-de-doo. Good for you.
This
Fuck you too, my friend.
this beast, you said it was 7 feet tall. Do you know any? What did it look like specifically?
I don't know. 7 foot tall, black as night. Horrible looking thing. It was dark. We just had the torches. It was after nightfall.
Sounds like a rather generic description.
You say it was shooting at a bunch of fancy city boy or insults?
So
Aye.
what
That doesn't sound like our beast. That
wait,
sounds like another beast entirely.
damn it! I guess.
I don't know what you're talking about, Stout and Harry. I just know what I saw.
Wait. Was you said the creature was huge, dark as night? Did it have beady red eyes, a long mane of black flowing hair?
Son, I don't know what you're on about. It was dark out. There's no moon. We had the light of the torches.
So you keep saying, yet despite with that light, you didn't see anything.
We saw its figure, and we saw a caiman drag it under. Huge monster of a thing. We call her Old Betty. Took a nice chunk out of its right shoulder.
Where is old Betty? Could you point us there?
That away. It'll point into the deeper, darker swamp.
Oh,
Yes.
Doran, please don't-
Betty took a chunk out of the beast.
Yes.
Right
Where?
shoulder, right
Shoulder.
here. And punch you right in. He'll punch you in the shoulder. Indicate where it came from.
Doldrum, I hope you're not.
So, the monster we have arrested, its shoulder is fine. There's no bite mark, there's no gap.
Well, shoot, maybe it has regeneration powers.
I'll whisper to Amadeus and go, we can't just tell him that the beast we have, that Valley is not the beast they're thinking of. They won't listen. It's better to just let him think what he thinks, and then when he goes on trial, we can catch him in the contradiction. We tell him
What's
too much
with
now.
the lover whisper there, bipedal cat?
I'm allowed to speak to my lover whenever I damn please. It's none of your business.
I don't care what you do or who you do it with. Just get off my property.
Either way, I'll go back to whispering. If we tell him what's what now, just correct his story when he goes on trial. We might as well just let him be wrong and catch him in it when it matters.
He has something.
Yes, and we
Whatever it was that was attacked by his local crocodile. That's
It's a
some-
crocodile.
it's probably long and dead due to the crocodile. And if it's not, we can deal with it later. We can figure out what he knows, just don't tell him what we know.
Lasney is just watching you guys whisper to each other, literally 5 feet in front of him.
Exactly. I'll just look over at glare at him and then like kiss Amadeus on the cheek. Now, just leave it like that. So this crocodile,
Swamp lizard.
swamp lizard, crocodile, really the same thing. You said it was over there, yes? Does it come out?
Not a crocodile either. Fancy boys call it a K-man.
Is it a huge creature? Big enough to be able to kill even a 7-foot giant?
Wait. Us fancy folk. What makes us call it a cayman or a crocodile? What's the difference between them?
I don't know. Crocodiles are farther north. Much bigger. Up to 17, 20 feet. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
by the
relish deafening silence.
okay, I was waiting, but yeah. How long ago did you spring this trap for the beast?
Oh, about a week and a half ago now.
Was a huge creature, and you say everything around where he bled died.
You got that right, Nancy boy.
How does he know I'm a boy?
Um, I've seen your token DCL. So unless you've changed it, you basically have your full chest on display.
Also,
He could
your
just
bulge.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
It's very,
That's
very
that's a,
tight
that's
clothing.
that's a
Only
better
Dodger is
indication.
not capable of telling.
Okay, no. Dotrin, think we might be able to go? You might be able to wrestle down a alligator, crocodile, caiman, whatever,
Crocodile.
crocodile. If we're lucky, we might be able to find a body or degraded corpse of the beast he's talking about. Could use it as evidence. Moreover, it's an excuse for you to get to punch a crocodile.
I'll punch it. I'm gonna punch it. I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna punch it again.
What do you say? Who wants to go up a bit north to see what our friend? I'll wait for him to give his name. He doesn't give his name, and I'll be like, our friend.
He sort of already did, though.
Did he? No, I wasn't paying attention then.
Lasne.
Yeah, our friend Lasne talked about. Let's see if we can't find anything.
I want to say this, ask this explicitly out of character.
Yeah.
Did Lasne say why the 10 guys were hunting the crocodile or whatever? And what they were
Swamp
doing to
lizard.
get themselves killed? Yeah.
No, they were out
Did he
hunting.
say what they were doing to die to the swamp lizard?
What are you talking about? No one died to the swamp lizard. You're very drunk. The beast was attacked by old Betty. The rest, the other 10, were attacked by the beast, according to him. Because,
Okay,
as smart
yeah,
as
what were they doing?
Nothing. He
to
described
run into the beast.
nothing, people started disappearing outside of their homes, and then it started home invading.
Murs, you're drunk. Go home.
People were found ripped apart in their own homes.
And now we're gonna go explore Crocodile.
Nah, crocodile up north. He's swamp lizard. Smaller than crocodile.
Loa, share a cast if you would.
Sure, let's go.
Yeah, I'm always ready to roll. Oh, Dream.
Well, I assume we're not gonna move just through. Jolton, please.
Just starts waiting. Oh God.
Jolton, please.
So, are you guys going to hunt down old Betty? Is that what
We're
I'm
gonna at
hearing?
least go where the area he's talking about.
Why?
I can make boots, that's why.
Because he said when the creature bled out, it tainted the entire place, and if the crocodile actually ended up killing it because he didn't see it, we might be able to find a body of the beast he was talking about. And maybe
Well, things might have
evidence.
gotten super freaky deaky.
Yeah.
Regardless, this is one to investigation.
But I assume we're going to be going across the bridges up north instead of just wading through the direct swamp.
Don't be a pussy. What's a couple of swamp leeches there and there? And there. And there. Oh, that's all leeches.
Unsanitary, disgusting, horrific. There's
How
several
much
things.
damage do I take from the leeches?
I'm not sure you're tall enough to wade through the swamp.
He can ride on my
Well, it sounds
back?
like a Constitution saving throw versus dysentery.
So it's dysentery.
So it's
Oh.
disinteresting.
I'm not sick.
But yes, we'll
I
travel.
mean, if... Go ahead, yourself.
Nah, DCL's done with your shit.
Crocodiling.
Crocodile.
Crocodile.
Yeah, let's go do crocodile shit.
All right.
Yeah, put the dwarf on lower because lower is the tallest butt.
Yeah, he can ride on my butt. And that way he doesn't have to drown.
I mean, can we not wait through the swamp?
He's just
Was
showing
there
up.
is there a ground?
You can try to wade through the swamp if you want.
No.
I'd recommend a boat.
Okay, a boat.
I mean, how did they chase the creature? Obviously, is my question. We should be following.
They ambushed him at old ruins just outside of town that they use as a boat dock.
Okay. Yes.
All right, let's make that our place to be.
And if we need a boat, we will ask for a boat.
That depends, city boy. You got coin?
I will palm out
I've
some.
got the coin point with road spelled penalty so I can murder
Get
her.
it together,
like-
Dodrim. Jeez.
Okay.
I
I
Okay.
fucking throw a platinum piece at his face.
I don't think he's ever seen a platinum. I don't think these people have ever seen a platinum piece in their life. Give him a fuck. Give him
That's
like a hand.
fishy looking silver piece.
Give him a
Well-
fucking handful of coppers, and we'll be done.
Well, but you already threw the platinum. That should be enough for several boats.
That's like enough to. There.
Dodrum don't care. Dodrum want murder.
Dodrim really want murder.
Punch.
I'm just going to take this boat now
So,
He really wants to just fight a giant lizard.
before our dwarven friend goes psychopathic.
how do people react to Dodrum throwing platinum at them?
I assume
Does he throw platinum, or did you guys?
he threw a platinum.
We did not
threw
have a
plat-
chance to talk
I-
him down. He's throwing at least one platinum.
I threw platinum at his face. Get me a boat, old man. I've got a beastie to slay.
At first, he looks like he's about to do his "I'ma get my crossbow" face, but then he looks at the platinum piece and then smirks and points you to a boat.
You're lucky, Dodrim. I recognize that. That was about to be the I'm gonna get my crossbow face, or the I can't
am
believe you deflowered my
bulletproof.
daughter face, which are different but very similar.
As he walks away, you guys can barely hear him mutter, "I will let them take it for 75 copper."
Yeah.
You know
I
what?
don't care.
You know what? Just because. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. Just
I
because-
don't
Don't
care.
try and
Don't
fucking
you?
finger thief him.
Yeah. Let's
Would-
just
would
give him
you-
a platinum.
Would you like all of the villagers who've been inside their huts because they hate you to shoot you?
No. I said I wasn't gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
All right. So
Probably
you
smart.
guys are going to hunt. You guys are gonna hunt down the spot where they laid the ambush and where also big old Betty was.
Whoa,
Correct?
back better.
Correct.
Seems so.
Yep.
We're
Okay.
fucking going to Tornado Island.
Fuck going to
With
Tornado
that said-
Island.
With that said, Saving Scow, you still good to go?
I don't know. It's late and I've got to do more work in the morning, so I would rather we
Yeah, this would
crux
be a
out.
good time to call it.
Okay. Just making sure that we didn't just
Yeah, like steamroll immediately into an
yeah.
encounter.
Oh,
because this,
Yeah.
this will
Right.
probably be another strong encounter.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe this time we'll get assassination off.
No.
I mean, hopefully.
maybe. We'll see.
I will tell you that Old Betty does not have a 19 AC. It's
Watch
24.
it,
No,
watch it be 22 nat
Whoa,
ones.
No,
Black
no.
Betty.
no. All right. Well, Thank you all for playing. I hope you Southerners really liked my West Coast impersonation.
Oh yeah, that was real flattering. Thanks.
Well, dadgummit.
To be fair, it was more Louisiana Cajun rather than Texan.
Well, yeehaw! We're gonna get ourselves a deliverance in.
Murs, you're
No,
drunk.
that's Alabama.
Oh, alright.
Murs, you're drunk. Go home.
Alright, so if you've been watching in the stream or you've been watching...
Fuck you too, DCR.
If you've been watching in the stream or you've been
I love
watching
you,
in the
buddy.
VOD, I hope that you all have yourselves a lovely motherfucking good time, and please do take care.
Bye, stream. Bye, YouTube.